Wakey, wakey, hands off Sneaky. Just seeing if anybody's awake. I mean, my guess is going to be probably not pretty late, so I just thought I'd just, I don't know, swing in, see if anybody's around. If not, that's fine too. And I'll just end it. I stayed off YouTube pretty much all day. Couldn't be bothered, you know. So, yeah, it was, yeah, is anybody around? I just was reading another fucking email from that stupid Janice Dickinson. I'm fucking sick and tired of this shit. And then that fucking dumb woman puts my fucking email up. And this is like saying this is a total different address. I'm so sick and tired of it. And I never said that Jewel sent me that email. Never, ever, ever. I said now because she gave out my email. Now I'm getting emails like this. So, you know, a couple of people need to get their stories straight when they make their videos. I'm just kind of tired of this shit anyway. Mm. Um, if anybody comes on and bothers to talk, I'll read the email, but if not, screw it. Screw it. So did anybody do anything good today? Anybody got anything to say? Like I said, I really haven't talked to anybody today. Anyhow, I didn't do too much today. What did I do today? Oh yeah, my sister's moving. Went over there, took a few things that she didn't want, patio table and shit. Nothing else. Like, um, um, probably everybody sleeping. I didn't even know if there was any live streams tonight going on. Hey, Bubbles, how are you? I know, I hear ya. I hear ya. I'll drop the link if you want. I'm starting to get fed up because it's like starting over again, all that shit. It sucks when you see like other people too that you have modded on your channel and then you see them in other live streams and you see that maybe possibly they weren't who you thought and they were modded and and you think to yourself, damn, like you trusted people and I don't know. I know people say, oh, you shouldn't trust anybody. I get that, but I feel like some people are trustworthy on YouTube, you know? How you doing today, Bowers, anyway? Hi, Lulu. You're up late. I've got a new picture. Sleepy, you was just like laying down and got your notification. I know, just try to keep your head up as much as you can. I am. I know, it is late. It's what? Yeah, I can't find my glasses. I can only find this pair with one of the lenses missing, one side of lens missing. Actually, no, no, I don't know where it is. Yeah. Did anybody do anything good today or anything? I'm dying to go swimming. I gotta get a bathing suit, a new hair color. Huh? I'm gonna have to zoom in on that later. I screenshot it and zoom in. Were there any live streams tonight going on? Have you figured out any good topics for your live stream? Did I drop the link, you guys? Yeah, I did. Laundry and grocery shopping. I did grocery shopping the other day and laundry the other day. I know, but it does feel good when you get it done, though, right? Yeah, I'm alright. Just, I don't know. You just, you see things and you're like, ugh. I had those people modded. There was like a couple of them in some particular live stream, and they go, oh shit. I gotta get notifications for that. Do you have a laundry machine in your house? Do either one of you have, do both of you have washing machine and dryer in your house? That's so, I'm just so lucky. Is that? I just felt so weird in my hair. I hope it wasn't a spider. Oh my god, what was it? What the fuck was that? Oh my god. Oh my god, I hope it wasn't a spider. Please tell me it wasn't. Oh, everybody here knows how I get about a spider. Uh, I still think that was funny that night, Lulu, when I was yelling at my cat. And I'm going, Lulu, get up. Lulu, get up. Oh, you don't have a washing machine and dryer in there? Yep, laundromat. That's what I had to do. Nope, gotta go to laundromat. Yep. Oh, wow. Isn't that crazy how much I love going to laundromat though for some reason. Really? I remember I used to go with my mother and I had to go to the laundromat too. Even though there's a room for a washing machine and dryer hookup, but only a small one. So, because the roof is slanted. So, hey Mark, how are you? Your cat was really before you, I know, right? But I remember the day that she said, she was like, oh, and one day she said, I know, but if you have the washing machine in your house, you just do it whenever you want, right there. And she said, so let's go for a ride. So we go for a ride, and we go up to this house, and it was, a house, not an apartment, and it was a pretty nice house. I know, yeah, all those at once. But the other day, there was no dryers. You had to wait for a dryer. There was that many people there. There was like barely any parking spaces. There really wasn't. People were parking on like the side of the parking lot. Um, so she brings me to this house. It was a ranch style house, and it was this couple, and they were like, "Oh, this is the I forget what their names were." But she brings me inside. Uh, yeah, but if you have five of those, it will take off. I get 6 loads done in the same amount of time. That's true. That is true. But it also costs. Well, I guess it costs too if it's in your house. How about you, Mark? Do you have a washing machine and dryer in your house? Or do you have to go to the laundromat? Um, yeah. So she brings me in this house. It was a nice house, and it had an in-ground pool. And she said, "Oh, do you like this house?" And I was like, "Yeah, it was nice. Like had this breezeway where you walk down it, and it came out onto I can't figure out which machine folds and hangs though. Oh my god, I'm in the house. Oh, you lucky duck. Does it really? Oh, hi, lucky girl. How are you? I just said lucky duck, and here comes lucky girl. But having said that, maybe I wouldn't let it pile up. Right? That's what I mean. It's like I can remember with my mother, like we used to, once a week we go once a week, every week, like clockwork. And I still remember the laundromat. It's a check cashing place now. And there used to be a bowling alley above it, like a small bowling alley, and you could hear it. But I remember some days it would be so, lucky too. See, lucky girl. Um, it would be so hot because I don't even think we had air conditioning in the car. You know how nowadays air conditioning is like, I know, right, Lulu? Mark and Lucky Girl, does it really affect? Do you notice, like, have you ever been without a washing machine and dryer? And do you notice if it's a big effect on your utility bills? Like, if it was electric, I guess it would affect that, right? I don't know. I'm not sure. But, oh, so anyway, so it had this breezeway, the house had this breezeway, and it was a nice neighborhood. The only thing, this is the thing, but get this, if you went in the that's why I go these late hours when no one is there. Yeah. You go out by yourself to a laundromat late at night. See, I always think it's the scariest place at night. One of the scariest places. Because you could just end up all alone in there. And I mean, you gotta have somebody with you. Unless there's like an attendant there or something. No, really not much difference. Really? See? See? But it would make so much of a difference of going because I pay like I'd say it's probably like $5 between the wash and the dry of it, and so $5 a load. If I have 3 loads, that's $15. You know, I walked into a laundromat the other day. Not really. It's only the two of us. Yeah, see, and for me, it's only one. So if I could ever end up, I don't know, winning the lottery or something, I could freaking buy a washing machine and dryer. But it has to be the small ones, like the compact, but they have to be side by side too. They can't be stacked. Well, that's good. You know what else do they have is but I think they lock. But those gyms, they're like 24-hour health clubs, and people have the key to get in. That's creepy to me too. That's just scary, I think. I don't know, but I think that I watch a lot of horror movies. Oh yeah, that scary. I think it shit's scary, man. When you watch those. Oh, anyway, let me finish the story first before I get on another subject. So, my mother was. Oh, so I had this breezeway. It was in a nice neighborhood, but the thing too was that on the back road, um, on the other side, like on each side, was different. On that side was kind of bad, but kind on the back area. So anyway, um, so this house has an in-ground pool, freaking had washing machine and dryer, full finished basement, this little breezeway that went through, and a patio. Like not a patio that was lifted off the ground. What do they call them? It's like built into. It's like level with the yard, only it becomes like different stones, and it was covered with these the wooden things for grapes to grow around, grapevines, and it had like the swinging seat inside there, and it had, you know, it just was nice. Okay, this nice yard. And my mother said, "Hi, Kai. I think I lived here long enough that I'm not scared of what's going on." I got it. Yeah. Ew. Today at the laundromat, there was this dirty butt girl with just a t-shirt and panties on, and her booty cheeks were hanging out, and it looked so nasty. What's wrong with covering up? Oh, who just left? Someone came in and left too. Who came in and left? Anybody here? Did anybody here do that? Or somebody came in the back room and left? Um, so my mother said, do you like this house? And I said, yeah, I do. And she said that it was our house, that she had bought it. At that time, it was only $40,000. Oh yeah, so I didn't get to think about what you said. What's wrong with covering up? Yeah, I know. Like, she probably had no clean pants. Really, just panties, or were they shorts? Because sometimes those shorts look like panties. You ever notice that? It tainted my innocent mind. Yeah, that's the funniest statement of this week. Tainted your innocent. Next you'll be having a. I'm surprised you weren't screenshotting or like taking secret pictures and putting her on your live stream. Could have, as long as you didn't show her face. Because they used to do that in Cosmopolitan. They would do the like do's and don'ts of um, fashion and stuff. And they'd have somebody walking across the street wearing something terrible, but with a big black block over their face. So I spent about $20 a week at the laundromat. I wonder if it's cheaper than a water bill. Well, that's what I'm saying. These guys said, like, does it affect your water bill a lot, Mark and Lucky Girl? Hey, Kai Bear, do you have a washing machine and dryer in your house, or do you go to the laundromat? Oh, it was so funny, you guys, last night. See, tonight we got a lot of mods in here, right? But last night I went live at 4:30 in the morning, believe it or not. Uh, don't let Mr. Bobble see it. And this is uh, stare like you like it, or stare like, ugh, Bobbles. You see that? Is that what he calls you? What does he call? Oh no, you can't tell us what he calls you. Can't know your name. But I'm just wondering if by now you both call yourself Mr. and Mrs. Bobbles. Uh, oh, I'm not allowed to have washer in my unit, and they are scared of. Yeah, I get that. The other day at the laundromat, there must have been a machine flooding because these people just. And the thing is, this too. Okay, this really annoyed me. The garbage pail outside, not pail, it was pretty good, like a, big garbage bin, with the plastic cover outside, was totally full. I mean, you couldn't put anything in it. And I was trying to, tell the lady, and she couldn't understand English or whatever. Or she could, and she was just pretending because she didn't want to go change it. That's what, oh, Booblehead? He calls me Booblehead. Either one, LOL. He calls me Bobblehead or Bobble. But has he always called you that? I guess so, right? You didn't make it up for the fucking bobbles. Remember, is that what they used to wear in their hair? Did you wear those when you were little with the ponytails? But they had the two little balls on it. Weren't they called bobbles? And they were, on the elastic band, but they had two little balls. As long as I don't go over 2,000 gallons, my water sewer is $6 a month. I'm in Ohio. That's not bad, huh? Pretty good. $60 a month. Hmm. I don't live without my washing machine and dryer. I don't trust the laundromat. Sometimes I feel that way too. Hi there. Ugh. I just was thinking about something because she said that. I'm gonna tell you a little story. It's gross. Um, One time I was at, because sometimes you can find good stuff at like Salvation Army or Goodwill, the secondhand stores, right? And this was like one that I didn't normally shop at, and so I can. Oh my god, just thinking about it, I'm like, um, ugh. I can't even like. I'm just like, ugh. You don't even know you guys right now, ugh. And it was like these jeans. They look cute, right? They were hanging on the hanger, and I was like gonna take them off the rack. I did. Thank God. But listen to this. So it looked like there was like something like kind of like a little weird crease in it, you know, like stuck kind of thing. So I like pulled it apart, and ugh, it was a cockroach, right? But the fact that they looked totally clean and they looked ironed and everything, right? It looked to me like they were like somebody ironed it into the material. Like they got pressed into the denim, the roach. Ugh, ugh, ugh. Oh my god. Ugh, ugh. I can't even think about it anymore. I'm gonna throw up. Oh my god. It doesn't mean he doesn't mean anything. Oh, I know he thinks it's bad, but I've been called that forever now. Oh yeah. Oh, he doesn't mean anything. Oh wow, he is trying to be nice, not knowing he isn't being mean to begin with. I wish I had a backyard to hang out my clothes. Yeah, that would be neat, huh? I'm scared to go those places. I think bed bugs is not going there. Ooh, don't eat. Why you get to talk about? Ooh, ugh. Why you get to talk about that shit? uh, let's not do that. Let's not go there. Uh, I'm so sick and tired of having that fucking JD Wentworth and I want cash now. JD Wentworth 877 cash now. Yeah, that's what it is, right? 877 cash now. And I'm like, ah. Oh my god. I was watching Golden Girls one time and there was, Blanche and Sophia. And so Blanche says, well, I'm going to take a nice hot bubble bath, and let the water gently caress my bosom. And Sophia said, you're going to take a bath in 3 inches of water? Cracked me up. It made me think of it because Baba the other night was saying when she lays down, her boobs go to each different separate sides. Like one's looking over this way, one's looking over that way. Uh, I take care of my mother. Oh, that's yeah. Tonight I ended up like taking a look at that live stream from when Bob was in here. It was pretty late. It was late night one. The one where I don't know how I was able to find a picture of olive oil and Bobbles together. It even looks like Bobbles, not Bobbles. I go Bobbles, olive oil and Bobbles. And then Betty Boot. Oh, God. I just binged Roseanne, one of my favorite sitcoms from the 90s. What's one of your favorite parts of Roseanne? I'll tell you, one of my favorite parts of Roseanne was DJ had frozen this bee. He froze a bee like for science class or something to see when he thought it out if it would come back to life. I know, right? Because I think that Betty Boop is even she's got a microphone in front of her, and like he does it. It is. I think she has a microphone in front of her. She looks just like you too, and she looks just like you. Not you look just like her. Darlene was my favorite too, right? But DJ, oh my god, and there was another one too. Um, he was DJ was in the bathroom and he was masturbating, and somebody said, he was playing with his instrument or his flute, something like that. He's like, I'm not even in band, right? And it was just funny, but I can't remember each one. The hubby says I have a pumpkin head. You don't have a pumpkin head. Oh, the big head and oh. No, not the big head. Betty Boop is Betty Boop is a cartoon sex symbol. I think she's the first cartoon sex symbol, right? She was before Jessica Rabbit. Fucking um. So so DJ freezes this right, Kai. That's how I went down the rabbit hole. What do you mean down the rabbit hole? Oh, I get it. Okay. My kids say, oh yeah, Boop was the OG. Yes, she was. Yeah, she's sexy as shit. Especially in that picture. I'm telling you, that picture, it's your eyes. You know what I mean? And she does have a round face. I don't think, I'm not gonna go like pumpkin head. But I mean, people have round faces, but you're cute. You know? Whatever. I don't care. I don't care what people think. If I think she's cute, whatever. I can like who I want. I got a big old poster of Ms. Bobbles on my wall. Oh god. Isn't she Big Bang Theory or something? You know, she married the lead singer. She's a lesbian, you know. She married the lead singer that from that band Four Non Blondes. Is that it? They think a poster, I know, right? Ah, it's just you sitting in front of your microphone. Well, I screenshotted it and I blew it up. It's all right. What the hell was that? That's fucking weird. Creepy. Um, yeah, could you imagine? Fucking one day they gotta come into my house and fucking they're like, who the hell is this lady? And you're like all different facial expressions and shit. I have like a massive screen to watch you on. You're always playing in the background. You're just like on constant loop. Bobbles, bobbles. Hi. Oh my god. That'd be fucking funny as shit. Ah, I mean, just a quick stop in at my mom's for my birthday. It's your birthday now? I think every day's your birthday. You tell it. I know, right? Trying to explain that. Uh, that's, it's like I've got the ceiling poster and everything. You guys don't know it, but every person I meet, I say, bear hugs on the street. They walk away. Happy birthday. God. Mark told me he's done with YouTube. So if anybody sees him anywhere, let me know. Mine is coming up, so everybody can send me cash. I remember one time I had, when I worked at this job, I talked to a waitress and they had passed around a card and they collected like $120. I was like 22 years old. And I fucking got a speeding ticket. I do remember I went and I bought myself a TV. Okay? Bought myself a TV, but then got a speeding ticket. and the speeding ticket was for $120. Oh my god, you're gonna get a Maddie now? Oh, you're shaping. Oh no, no, I don't. But could you imagine? That's what I'm saying. When I'm out, bear hugs, bear hugs, everybody. I'm in the grocery store, just running up to random people, hugging them from behind. Bear hug. It's just me, JC Bear. I don't give them my real name. Don't worry. uh, do you really? You do not. Bye, Ace. Have a good day. Shaking my head. Yeah, Rourke. Oh, yeah, Rourke. Watch 2021. Oh my god, you're so funny. Oh my god, that's so funny. I actually don't have any of those. Oh, I believed you. Have a great day. Papa's nose. I know you're kidding. Oh, last night there was phone. Well, one person. You knew it was one person. It's one person, doing everything. It really is. There's no fucking way that Janice Dickinson trolls everybody, and that this is Dorothy Kelsey now. Oh, you guys want to hear the latest email? Why did he say he was done? He wouldn't tell me, and then I said, "Is it?" Maybe I didn't ask him this. Hold on, let me look at my text message. I don't want to quote anything incorrectly. Hold on. If he's here, oh, and even who else isn't? These people. That's what I'm saying. Whatever, whatever. You guys know what I mean. Hopefully, you guys can still hear me. Can you hear me? Oh, I'll never know. Um, he said, "I'm getting off YouTube. It's not what I'm into. If I come back, I'll let you know." And then I said, "So everyone's just anxious to see the same to you." I said, "Okay, fine. Thanks for your support." Maybe that's not word for word, but anyway, I don't know if you guys could hear me or not when I was reading that. Did you? Did you guys hear me? See, somebody should come up on the panel so I know if you guys can hear me or not. Okay, fine. Loud and clear. Oh, and then recently I saw two people. One that I had already had, so that wouldn't matter. But then the other one, I was surprised to see them, even though it was, a couple of months ago. It was still during the time that they were here, and I'm surprised, knowing how I feel like that. Especially when I'm told by those same two people that my channel has too much drama. They were in like a 3 hour drama stream with somebody's name in the title and everything, and they were just ganging up along with the people in the drama stream, and for the 3 hours, you know, and here they are telling me they're not going to be on my channel anymore because too much drama. So I had to unmod the other person. So because I was like, whatever. A lot of people say they need to take a YouTube break lately. Yeah, I know, right? I swear I saw him on. Really? Hear that? They go chat. I saw that many. Oh, what's going on? Had a chat. Wow. Oh yeah, because they probably got monetized. Because fucking fuck if I can get over a certain amount of subscribers, right? I'm stuck just like Bobber's was for a little while there. Oh, yeah. I'm just not even gonna bother saying who it was. You'll know. You'll know eventually, because you'll see that they decided not they decided I was too much drama. Ah, so anyway, there was something I was just gonna tell you guys, and I totally just forgot. Um, oh my god, and it was good too. Okay. I don't know what it was though. What's going on doesn't have the watch hours yet. Yeah, I know. It's killing me, flowers, because I have over 8,000 watch time hours. And fucking that shit. So when it goes on again, like all these people start, I can't. Ooh, Kai, that's my BFF. What's go? Yeah, your BFF is what's going on. Oh, oh, ministry. Oh, oh, yeah. Now people are saying Maddie had all her teeth taken out. Well, I've seen people do that, and then they get fake teeth. But why? She had beautiful teeth. Now that I remember, why would she get all her teeth taken out? That's a shame. Do you know what? That's one of the first things I thought about Maddie. Was like she had beautiful teeth. Ah, that's too bad. That's, she showed a pic of Maddie's swollen face. Yeah, yeah. She had beautiful teeth. That's too bad. It's a I know, I know. Yeah, she's got beautiful teeth. She's a pretty girl. You know, I like Maddie. I don't know. I just always like her, and I actually like Sharon, but not as of lately. And Mitty. Oh, that's what I was telling you guys. That's exactly what I was telling you guys. Mitty's channel last night, right after Bible, there was a prudently clone in there saying, talking about me with cancer. Saying now I texted it to prudently, but she didn't text me back today, so she might be mad at me too. I saw somebody's video today, and everything that they listed why they were mad at me was something somebody else was doing. It was so crazy. They were like, and this person tries to get this person's records of nursing records and digging through old nursing records. Who does that, SG? Who does that, SG? Why would you do things like that? But they weren't talking about me. They said the name of who does it. All right, I'm just going to say it, but they say it themselves. Jeff. Jeff Smealing. Okay? Fine, Yeah, I know, Lulu. No, but you know what? Brown sugar was pretty good. She got alerted to, and, well, whatever. Whatever. Um, she did remove them on. She was very nice, very kind. Um, he just chats and does his own. No, I know he doesn't watch the chat, but it wasn't in there. It was, on a video. I'm saying. I'm not talking about, I switched subject. On a video about me. It's got me in the title. It was made yesterday. And, by one of my recent mods, mind you. It's so disappointing to think that, when you trust somebody, like you think not that you trust, not that you trust. Has anyone seen a movie called The Woman in the Window? I just downloaded it. It looks scary. Really? I didn't see that. Mm-mm. They have a lot of good ones on YouTube. Free ones. Like there was one Hollow Creek that was good. Um, there was another one. What I would do. I think it was. I don't know. That was a good one. I liked that. It wasn't scary. Can you give me the answer? It was just feeling who the person was talking about. No, but the video was my name, But they were saying that basically, and even in Bible's note, she was here when I was saying, I don't even care about all of the calling him a liar. I don't know what's what, but that is the rumor. Oh, I don't know. I didn't hear any of that, but this was on. Your son's older, right, Kai? That's cool if you're close like that. I wish my daughter still lived close by. She's in Chicago right now, though. For the last 2 weeks she's been there. Coming back tomorrow. But so they made a video, titled it my name, and then went on and on and on, and they're making, mimicking my voice, or trying to anyway. And they were like, all their complaints were about other people doing things. Like their whole thing was they were mad at what Ollie does and what Jeff does, but it was all my fault, basically. You know, it's all my fault. But you know, I just can't believe that I'm just not allowed to not like somebody. I just stay in my lane over here. I don't dig through people's past records or go into people's live streams and try to get people talking about someone I don't like. I just stay right here. That's all their drama. I don't even understand how just because people like to storm in places, like you can clearly hear that this woman thinks that yeah, did you guys want me to share it? I'll share it if you guys want, because I'm really like in shock about it. It bothers me that they would do this. Um, Hold on, don't leave. I'm just really just helping them out by sending people to it. But it bothers me because basically you can tell like in her voice that she thinks I'm supposed to be able to control the shit Jeff's feeling, and she makes fun of me saying, "Someone remove that comment. Someone remove that comment." But she says, "But they're gonna do that. Don't play stupid." How the fuck am I supposed to know what someone typed before they hit send? Do you know what I'm saying? How the fuck is it my fault that this person types something that they don't agree with and hit send? You can see in this video, this person clearly says that. Clearly says, like, is mad at me because I say remove that comment. They mimic me. Like, so there's basically nothing I can do right. You know what I'm saying? So on here, I'll drop the link so you guys can see it. It's pretty ridiculous that, because I don't even, let's just say I was in shock that this person was modded on my channel. So to start arguing with them about something so ridiculous. And, and they know what they said. They just because I didn't screenshot it because I deleted the whole entire conversation between the both of us because I was sick of arguing with somebody I wasn't even mad at. You know what I'm saying? Could you tell me who we're talking about? Give me a hint. I just downloaded that video. You can go take a look and then you'll know. Oh, Kai Bear was here. Kai Bear was here because it was funny. Because because the Ace was, I think, in shock that there was this particular troll. We know it was one person who just kept making cloned account, not cloned, just troll accounts, basically. To come in and say some really wretched, horrible things. And so Ace was in shock, like that she could never imagine something evil, right? Isn't it? Yeah. And she thinks, I, I'm supposed, no, no, okay, go look. Hi, Spaceman. Right, Bubbles? I can't control. Why is she making fun of me saying remove that comment right now? I don't understand. That's not even like a reason to dislike somebody. You know what I mean? Did you see the what I dropped a link, right, Lulu? Did you see it? Don't be sorry. Why are you sorry? I don't know. It's just an excuse just for them all. If you'll notice, the video has like 45 comments, all just completely like if they had baseball bats, they'd be fucking beating the crap out of me with baseball bats, basically. People that tell you what to do with your channel out of line. It's your channel, your way. It's just that why can't I just not like somebody but still be polite? I'm being polite. I'm always polite and try to be diplomatic. I don't understand. Like I don't think I've done anything wrong. Hi, Bob. Hi, Bob. But hi, Cheryl. Oh, I can have people being mean to me. Hello. The emails, though, are really disgusting. So you guys saw these emails. I don't know if you watched my videos, but that's the shit they say. And she's going, how dare you imply that that's Jules that sent that email? I never said that. I said that she gives out my email, and now these are the type of letters I get, email. And I gave an example. I never said Jules did it. Mm, yeah, yeah, right. So I should have known from that. But see, I didn't see this. I didn't see it. The live stream wasn't like, yeah, it's a little hidden, you know? And I was shocked because two of my mods were in there. One of them under a different name, and Izzy. And I was like, oh my God. I was stupid. Very disappointed. Yeah, I know, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Which one will have to get over themselves? I think you mean both, right? Both, without saying anything. Yeah. Um, Today, so I was rewatching the live stream um with me and Bobbles. I don't know if you guys have rewatched it. Let me just tell you, I had tears rolling down my face that night. And when I watch it now, it's still fucking hysterical. I can't get over that guy's that guy's pubic hair when you got a porn bomb and it's like half shaved. Oh my fucking god, it was so funny. Oh my god. And then if you guys yeah, and if you guys watch rewatch that live stream, you will die laughing. I'm telling you. Fucking Bob's funny. Come on up, Bobbles. Come on. Let me come up, Bobble. She's too funny. I can't take it. That's it. Come on. I know you said you were going to bed, but forget it. You're up. You're on. We love you. Everybody. Bubbles. 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 Remember, like in the day when you go to a concert and you have your lighter up in the air. Oh no, we can't. We can't have a lighter up in the air. Forget it. Don't nobody do that. You can't do it. But you could all say bubbles. Bubbles. My cat. He's the best. My God, I can't find my glasses. I'm gonna have to wear the one with the fucking. I actually have to go in a few. My night night make me stranger. Please come on. Please. My night make me strange, and I even want you up even more. You're probably wicked funny now. She'll be up here lighting the wrong end of the cigarette and shit. Okay, what I was on live stream and two of my friends were talking shit back and forth. And after sending my private message telling me I better choose between sending you private for space. The only one that I went. Aw, don't say that. I know I should give it to him, but he doesn't want to be bothered with that. Drooling on my stuff. You got a fucking bib. Fucking Mr. Bobbles fucking wheels you over to the camera on one of those chairs with the wheels on it, like the office chair. They're asking for you, Bobbles. They're asking for you. Time to go by. Oh God, I can't see. I need glasses. Uh, Is your doggy okay? My dog? My dog? Oh no, you mean Babbles? Probably. That bull bullshit town. Ryan to make you choose. It is Ryan to make you choose. So did you choose one? Just say. uh, he is still coughing. Did you get that golden throat stuff? uh, oh my God. Okay, funny shit. Oh, Jose. I don't know where he is. You're fucking. Your fucking ponytails are all fucked up. Cigarette stuck to your lip while you're talking. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. So awkward. I know. Oh, I know, right? What's I know. Um. Oh yeah. I know. Now I'm not speaking to either. I know when I get sick in the night. Ah. Oh God. Thank you, Lily. I appreciate it. I understand. I can't stuck in them at all. My dog gets excited and goes reverse sneezing. Oh, I know, yeah, mine does too, and so does Tiffany's. I heard it doing it one time on camera. Uh, no, he does not like right. That's good. I know I have this picture in my head, Vamos, right now. It's it's hysterical every time I bring myself back. I laugh. uh, Cause I just see you like trying to be nice and then have a conversation, but like falling asleep. Like, oh god, like you don't even realize that Mr. Bobble's tied a bib around your chin and you're in this fucking granny nightie. Oh god, oh god. I know. That's why I wanted you to come up so bad. Cause fucking, if you guys need a good laugh, watch that live stream. It's olive oil and Betty Boop in the picture. Fucking when you had that sheet over your head, and I had taken my eyes off the camera. You know, I had taken my eyes off the screen, so I wasn't looking at her. And when I looked back, when I looked back at her, she's got a fucking sheet over her like a ghost. Oh god, oh, it's so funny. I'm like, what are you doing? Trick or treat. Oh, oh god, that's so funny. Don't give him my what are you laughing about? I'm laughing because I don't know why. I know why. It's so hard to go over it again. Bubbles, tell him. Have you been, Spaceman? You know what's weird? I'm just gonna say, and I just thought of her because the Spaceman is here, and I know that was his fucking little main squeeze for a while, but I haven't seen R around lately. It's not weird. How does somebody be like that prevalent and overwhelming and overbearing and then be gone? Or are they? Oh, what I was saying about in middies, yeah, and they would change to this Dorothy Kelsey, this, and this. Um, but Miss Passion said she saw some troll or something. I watched some of the replays of your videos I had missed yesterday or this morning trying to catch up. There you go. Hi.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
Good.
I'm
I
gonna
saw you
need you
on.
to talk louder than that tonight, unless my sound is down. Hold on. No, wait. Oh my god, my bad. I muted him. I'm gonna need you to talk louder, and I muted him by accident.
Good on you.
I
That's
know,
one way to shut me up.
right? Yeah. I did that to Bobbles the other night, and I was freaking out, and I'm going, "Oh my god, she doesn't know her sound is off. Oh my god!" And so I'm like typing it in the room and stuff, and it's taking me forever to type, and her hands are moving around and stuff. And then finally, I figured out that I had muted her by
Yeah,
accident.
easy done. I went to turn my computer off last night about 11 o'clock, and I saw you guys all on there having a live, with Ben and I can't remember who else. I might have been. Was it you, Bobbles? It was on last night.
Was
Oh
she?
well, it wouldn't have been last night for you guys
Oh,
over there. It was
Bobby.
probably
Oh, Ben
a
was dying.
Blarby. That's right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. That's
I thought,
yeah,
oh
and
no,
Jose.
I better not get on there and start typing. I'll end up staying up until 2 o'clock or something, and I because I had to get up early in the morning to drive to another town for a lead in for phone. Yeah. Anyway, for
Yeah,
me work. So I thought,
yeah,
oh, no, I'll just sit here and have a cigarette, and then I decided, I might play a game for a little bit, and I started the
yeah.
game up freaking hell, 2 o'clock in the morning.
I know, right? It was funny because
uh,
today when I
time
woke
went
up,
past.
I freaking looked at my text messages and then I called my friend and I yelled. And no, I texted that. Why the fuck would you call me at 6 in the morning? And then I did call and I said, why would you call me at 6 in the morning and ask me such a stupid question? And they go, oh, well, I figured because you were on live stream that you were awake. And I go, I wasn't on live stream at 6 in the morning. And then I remembered I was on live stream till 10 a.m. I'm
Funny.
fucking yelling at them. Well, I can't help it, you know?
Yeah, give you
Keeping it
something to
awake,
do, eh?
obviously. Look at the other night, and that's because didn't start till 4:30 in the morning. That's what it was because I
Oh
started
shit.
it because my friend that lives in California was like, you know, go ahead and start a live stream, and I was like,
Oh, I
okay.
see. Did she get on?
Hmm,
Did she
did I?
join in? No, did your
Yeah,
friend
she came
join
up.
in?
Yeah, she came up.
Oh, okay.
I wish I could find my glasses. I'm gonna have to put this fucking glasses on that have one fucking lens in it. Stupid. Oh
One
my
lens.
god. One lens, yeah, it doesn't
Uh,
work. And
yeah.
antibiotics for it's still fucking red, but it looks nasty. It might be getting better.
You'll
I
be
put cream
walking
on
in
it
a.
too. Put toothpaste on it. Are you sure there's no eggs in there, Bobble? Oh, eggs in the spider. You know why? Because I saw that in a movie. I forget what the movie was called. It was like a voodoo movie, and there were these people that were like, doing voodoo rituals, and then he touched this guy's cheek, right?
Yeah.
And in the movie, yeah, he came over and he was doing this ritual, and then he just like brushed his hand against this guy's cheek, and then later he fucking had this big bread thing on his face, and it busted open, and a bunch of little spiders came out.
Uh,
And nasty. I
I
would be
remember
scared.
watching one where this lady bought this bloody voodoo doll type thing from some trip she went on, overseas or whatever. She comes home and she puts her voodoo doll on the shelf, sort of thing, displaying it, and then it comes alive at midnight every night and kills
Yeah, I remember
people.
that. It was like a native. It looked like.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Could
I
have
remember
even
that.
been like a shrunken pygmy or something. you know,
Okay. All
they
right.
shrink
Is
heads.
this really this person? Because if it is, I'll let her in. But only if you're gonna talk normal. If you're gonna sit there and yell at me, um,
Uh-oh.
I don't want to be yelled at. I just don't want to
Uh-oh.
yell. I just want to talk. Karen Black. Yep, Karen Black was in that movie.
Hey, did you
Is
get to
he?
watch that? Did you get to watch that
Hello?
dark?
Hi,
Hello? Oh,
SG.
okay, good. Oh, I thought you were gonna porn bomb. I thought not that you would porn bomb us, but just that when you didn't say anything and you were silent, I was like, uh oh, you
Well,
might
if you think
not.
if you think a 50-odd-year-old woman in her dressing gown
No, no,
with
no, not
with
you do
unbrushed
it.
hair is a porn bomb.
No, no, not you do it yourself, but like as if somebody maybe clone who your thing, and then I let you in.
I know.
Thinking,
I'm
yeah.
just joking because
Oh,
I'm still in my
oh,
dressing gown. No,
oh, oh.
what I wanted to clarify is: are you saying that there was a clone of me? There was somebody of me in Jules's live?
No, you went up on the live stream.
When?
It was like it was calling Ollie out. It was Ollie was in the title. It's in her playlist.
Oh, but when was this?
I'm sorry, what was that?
When?
When was that?
It was like 2 months ago, 3 months
Oh yeah,
ago.
yeah, yeah. That's okay. I just I got a message saying that Izzy was in a live, and I just want you to know that I've never been, apart from maybe then saying what a bitch Ollie is, because I still believe that, but that was back then. I've never gone into her live. I don't intend to go into her live, and I don't intend to give you any more reason to ever talk about me or mention me or have anything to do with me. I'm done. Okay, I just want to
Yeah.
leave quietly. And
Yeah, I'm sorry about that because I always I mean, I know we had our differences, but I find you a very interesting person. I love it when you come up on the lives and you tell us stories about, hi Debbie, about seeing that
yeah,
Black Panther.
I'm just done, SG. I just want to go quietly into the night, and I
But
wish
see,
you
but
all
that
well.
channel that you went into, right? That particular stream, that was a drama channel, and I mean a drama stream. So I find it like
And I've learned my
shocking.
lesson for that, SG. I don't want any part. I don't want any part of Jeff. I don't want any part of Ollie. I don't want any part of bashing anybody. And that was what I was trying to tell you why I was leaving. And the only reason I told you that why I was leaving is because you were so confused and mystified that why Pink Sam had just left. Why she not told us she's leaving? What she could at least have explained why she was leaving. That's so rude to just go and not tell us. And I thought, well, I'll tell you why
I
I'm
get it.
leaving.
So you
So
were
that's why I
saying that
went.
you didn't want to appear
And
that way.
from that, it's just gone to
Yeah.
a place it really didn't need to go. And I'm not
Right,
going to
and that's
stay. I'm
why I
not going to
deleted
say
the
any more.
comments
I'm
because I
going to
just
go
didn't want
now,
to argue
okay?
with you.
I just
Huh?
wanted to tell you that I won't be ever in anybody's live stream. It was a miscommunication, obviously, and
Yeah.
I just wish you well. Okay?
All right.
So
I
you
appreciate that,
take
Izzy. I
care.
wish you well as well. You too. Thank you. Bye bye. Hi, Debbie. How are you? Spaceman, what's that? Your
Huh?
transponder? Transponder.
It's the other phone ringing.
Oh, it's your phone reading?
Yeah, 04. Don't know if I want to answer it or not. Could be a donation thing. They always ring up. I've got an answer machine on it, so I just let them leave a message. If they don't want to leave one, too
What is
bad.
it? A donation thing?
Oh, I get rang up all the time. You donate to some mobs and they just keep ringing then. Yeah.
Who's going?
Huh?
No, somebody said, "Oh, don't go."
Oh.
Oh, is he? Yeah, I know. Well, she was nice, and that's it is what it is. Yeah, it's hot in here.
Mm.
Damn, it must be you, Space Man. You just got me. Shit,
What?
I'm blazed now. How are you? Not you, Debbie. Blaze? Come on. What was that stuff you were talking about the other night? She was smoking something like nuggets or something. I forget what she called them.
Moon rocks.
Queef? Not queef.
Moon
Keef?
rocks.
Yeah, moon rocks. That's what it was. Why did I say Keith?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Oh, the money went through. Oh.
Yeah, I had a hard time getting it to go through. I think it's because it's like a private bank thing. It needed to wait until the weekend was over, but it went through
Mhm.
today, so that's good. I was getting a bit worried that because I'd never used access that account before online. I only created it recently so I could donate that without using my main account, and I wasn't sure if I'd put it in the right account or not. So
Yeah.
yeah, I was sort of thinking, oh, look, I hope I didn't press the wrong number or some shit because it's really hard to get it back if you do that.
Oh, the money? Yeah, I
Yeah,
know.
yeah. If you send
Mhm.
it to someone else's account, especially if they
Oh,
go, oh,
Jesus.
like a Christmas, they can race out and spend it.
Yeah, that's it, right?
Yeah,
hmm
yeah. I know I
20
would.
minutes on some, 20 minutes you're saying on a TikToker's live? Google
I
tried to
know.
block your message, Debbie. It's like, okay, I can't even fucking see
So
this.
did you
It's
watch?
like,
Did you
oh,
end up
Keith.
watching Dark City?
Oh
SG.
my God, you asked me that and I keep forgetting. I'm so sorry. I have
Uh,
to,
you'll
I
really
saw it
like
too.
it. Hey, you'll like it. It's a good
Is it
show.
depressing?
No, hell no. It's
Bye,
really interesting. And
Bobbles. We'll try to behave.
good night,
Uh,
Bubbles. Sweet,
$20
sweet
on
dreams.
what? Right. Money for your GoFundMe account, Debbie.
No, for the baby that was in hospital.
Is this the
I
real
was
Debbie?
trying to. I was trying to. Yeah, yeah. Debbie's niece. She yeah, not
Ah,
still in hospital now and life support things or whatever. Getting monitored. She was
Oh, was
born.
that her niece's GoFundMe?
Yeah, yeah. Had
Oh, she
a
was
had
sharing her
a
niece's GoFundMe.
yeah, huh?
Okay.
Yeah. I just saw it up there. I thought
Oh,
they'd
and
be
her.
more in it by now, though. Seems to be just sitting still. It's a bit of a shame.
What'd you say?
I was saying it didn't seem to go up much, like from when I last looked.
Oh, her live streams, you mean?
No, no, the donation amount, you know,
It hasn't gone up, or it has?
hasn't. No, I was
Oh,
surprised. It sort of just got to a certain level and stayed there. So, if any of
that's
you
what
people out
happened.
there can afford a few bob, you should go there and help her out.
Or my GoFundMe too.
Yeah, yours too. Yeah, I'll give you a hand with some more. I could do that. You
What
must
did you
need some.
say?
You must. I said you must need some more money.
Yeah, I gotta call. I have to try to find a different phone number than the one that they give me for the IRS because they owe me money, and and I still didn't receive each of the last two stimulus checks. I mean, I only received the first one. That was what, a year ago now. You know, fucking the stimulus checks. I haven't got my tax
uh,
return back. I haven't heard back from disability. I mean, these people, they gotta.
yeah, they screw you over everywhere they can, eh?
Yeah, exactly. I took the video down.
Because of the
Scroll. Oh,
trouble.
really? Really? Oh, I know Elaine donated too. Thank you.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. Oh,
Mhm.
yeah. Got to try and do what you can. Money don't mean shit to me, really. Fucking. It's
Well,
a,
I mean,
yeah. You got to
I just
spend it
get
while you
nervous
got it.
because, huh?
Got to spend it while you got it. You fucking never know. You could die
Um,
tomorrow and fucking no point sitting in the bank.
yeah, I know. I hear ya.
Mm.
I hear ya. What'd you do today?
Worked.
Baked
Yeah, I worked all day. Got
it.
home.
What'd you do?
Oh, I worked all day and
Oh,
finished
you
at
did.
about, yeah, finished about 4:30. Took
What do
off
you
at
do?
6. I installed data cabling and that for builders, like all in new homes and offices and all that kind of stuff.
Uh-huh.
So yeah, set up data cabling and do TV aerials on some of them for them. That kind of
Huh. Okay.
pre-wire the buildings, before the plaster and all that shit goes on.
Mhm. Hmm.
Yeah, yeah, it pays the bills.
Good.
I work for
So have
myself,
you
so
been in any, have you moved yet or no? You been near
no,
mother's?
no,
Like, no.
mid-October.
Oh, not till October. Oh, so you got the whole summer going
Yeah,
on.
it's a little way
What's
yet.
going on with your landlord? Anything different or what?
Oh, I told you about that shitty letter she sent me the other day, didn't I? Yeah, saying, accusing me of, because she had these buyers come in and to look at the house, and they got someone to do an assessment of it, like professionals
Oh,
come
yeah,
in and,
saying that you had to fix this and fix that.
well,
Yeah.
not that I had to fix. None of it was my to do with me at all. It was like cracked tiles and which I'd already fixed because I was cleaning the roof, and then realised it was cracked tiles. So I pulled them apart, put silicone in them, and glued them back together because I was going to replace them, but I thought, oh, that'll look pretty shitty having different coloured tiles here, there, and everywhere.
Yeah.
And
That sucks,
there's
Debbie. I'm sorry to hear that. Go ahead, Yacht.
uh, anyway, so yeah, I ended up just gluing them together. But anyway, I've done like fucking shit piles of work on this. But I've been here for bloody 24 years, for Christ's sake. I mean, I can't be too bad if I've been here all that time. So anyway, yeah, I've spent hundreds of dollars, putting shit in that I didn't have to. I could have just asked her to fix it and do stuff, but I just did it myself because she's always, yeah, 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 never fucking doing anything. So I just did it myself.
Right.
Because I've got the skills to do it all. So anyway, fucking did heaps of shit for it. Fixed walls and painted them, and put roofs on the patio, a new roof on the patio, and
It
fixed
looked like
life
Jose was just
issues.
trying to come in. If it was Jose, come in if you want to. You don't have to come in and then leave, unless that's to get in the back room. I don't know. Could be. We're just kidding. Night Bobbles. She left a while ago, didn't she?
I hope he makes it, Debbie.
You hope what?
Oh, the
Oh,
baby, she was saying. I didn't
yeah,
realise he was just basically living on the machines.
niece of it. Yeah, how old is your niece, Debbie? What do they think caused this? Like, why did this happen? Was he like early, premature?
I don't know. I reckon fucking these vaccines are fucking people up, man.
What?
I reckon the vaccines are fucking people up.
No,
This
I'm talking
lady.
about the baby.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. You know, like if she had been getting vaccines herself, yeah, it does shit to the future generations. You know what I mean? That's the thing. It's not. Yeah, vaccines just don't kill
No, her
people
placenta
overnight.
ruptured.
Hey?
Placenta ruptured at home, so he was early, like
Oh,
premature. Yeah,
hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, bloody hard. Anyway, hopefully it'll come good. You know, keep
I
praying
know.
for
Right?
him.
What'd you eat today?
Huh? Would I?
I said, what did you eat today?
Me?
Oh, well, that's sad.
Junk food.
Maybe he'll pull through. Pray for a miracle, Debbie.
Mm. Is his heart beating okay now, though? Is it beating, or is it the machines doing that, Deb?
She said the machine. See,
Mm.
spaceman.
Huh? Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
she's I was just she said that he had no heartbeat when he was born, but I'm wondering if it's
Well,
beating
yeah,
on
but
its own.
they probably got it going, and now he's living off machines.
Mm.
But probably just till he's strong, uh, strong
Yeah.
enough, right?
Well, sometimes they do. They keep him in a coma until they recover enough to bring
Yeah,
him out of
strong
it.
enough.
So
Yeah, and
mm,
I guess you might
I
end
hope
up
that's all.
recovering.
So,
You know?
so fragile, aren't they, little bubbies? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Pray for
Mm.
baby. It could be like like in 8 years, they could be telling his story about how he, um,
Nearly
oh,
passed.
see,
Yeah,
he's
I
opened
hope
his
so.
eyes. Well, there you go. He's probably gonna shock you guys. Probably gonna
Oh,
be a
he's
strong
opened
little
his
guy.
eyes. Oh, that's good. At least he's
Yeah.
opened his eyes now. That's a
What's
start.
his name, Debbie? Ah, that's cute.
I don't know
That's
if
cute.
they picked a name yet, have they?
Yeah, of course they'd name it. Why wouldn't you name your baby?
um,
Everybody needs to name their
yeah, I
baby. Of course.
suppose.
You wouldn't just go there and go
I don't
baby
know.
it,
It's a pretty big decision. Yeah, especially if you don't know what the sex is until they're born. Then you're like, so
Right, you
many
pick
to choose.
out like two names.
Yeah, you wouldn't want to pick a name and then regret it later, would you? So I'd think pretty hard
Oh,
about it.
like Dick Trickle's parents. Dick
Huh?
Trickle. Legend Joseph. Is that really his first name, Legend?
Yeah.
Or
Yeah. Well,
is that his first name, Legend? Oh my God, that's so weird because I was just like saying that he might be.
yeah,
Yeah,
legend. That's pretty cool.
that's
Hey,
weird,
legend.
right?
Yeah, different.
Yeah, no, I mean it's different that I was thinking in my head, legend. He might be a legend, like
Oh, okay. You
yeah,
saw that before you read it.
yeah. I said that before I
Mm,
read it. Isn't that weird?
mm, yeah,
That's strange.
foresight. You're starting to
That
get
is
a bit.
like weird. That's what I
Obviously,
said, right? He might be like a miracle, like a legend. Because that's what I was thinking. My God, I can't sleep good tonight because I don't have my glass. I don't know
How you
where
been
the hell.
anyway, Survivor Girl? You been okay? You doing all
I
right?
mean, that's what it is. Just living, whatever. John
How you,
Legend. Isn't there a singer named John Legend? Oh, no. Legend Joseph. Okay.
yeah,
God, I can't
Legend
see
Joe.
shit. I can't see. Yeah, right? That is so. Did they have that name picked out before he was born? I wonder what they'll call him for short. Ledge?
He's a legend.
Huh.
You're certainly going to get a lot of attention when he comes home.
I know. Yeah,
uh,
absolutely. You didn't tell me what you ate today.
just junk food, really. Um, I had breakfast, a couple eggs, scrambled eggs, sort of thing. And then I went to work and I had some dim sims and crumb sausage and stuff like that. Just junk, flavoured milk. When I got home, I'll have a good tea tonight, though. I'll cook something. I've got some rissoles that I made the other night and some veggies that because when I cook myself, I always cook enough for two and then put one away.
Yep.
So, yeah, so I've got one in there ready to go.
Right. One what?
Vegetable, like a plate of vegetable, steamed potato, pumpkin,
Are you a
broccoli,
vegetarian?
carrot.
No.
No,
No.
I've got a roast pork and a roast chicken and plated rissoles that I made. The mince rissoles that I was telling you about with onion and mushrooms and carrot and all that in it.
You
So
didn't keep pressing it though, did you, Lulu? Because I think, doesn't it say don't keep pressing it? Or Spaceman, were you getting that too? Like Lulu said?
what's that?
Read her
What?
comment.
Debbie, I tried to donate to the GFM a few days ago, but I kept getting I keep getting an error message as well over the weekend. But I only tried it over the weekend and it worked today for me. So you could try it again today, Debbie. Oh, Lulu, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
there.
I had the same error, Lulu. It kept telling me to check my information and stuff, and it just wouldn't
Oh,
work.
yeah?
Yeah.
Oh.
That's why I was asking you. You guys remember on the live when I was doing it?
If I what?
I was on the live with you when I was trying to do it, and I was asking you if you
Right.
about it,
Yeah.
and then you reminded me that I donated to you the same way, and I thought, oh, that's right. So yeah, it should work.
Right.
So
Yeah.
yeah, there's probably some thing going on with the banks or some shit, between the nations.
On the internet or something. Who knows?
Mm.
Who knows? I don't know.
Kiss him to pieces. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I think you'll be butting heads with other people, Deb, trying to get the kiss in. There'll be others doing the same.
I wonder if that wasn't Jose then that was trying to get in before.
Yeah. Oh, well, if it was, he would have kept
Tried
trying.
again. Yeah. Right? That's what I think. That's crazy. Yeah. So what do you think about giant spaceman?
Oh, they're real.
Yeah.
I watched years ago, right? I was watching this video on YouTube, and I've got it on my YouTube channel, called Ice Giants or something like that. It's only part one, right? But so they show this video, the first one, and basically they were flying over Greenland or Iceland. I can't remember. I think it uh, might have been Siberia. I can't remember now, but they were
Yeah.
flying this chopper along, and anyway, this massive UFO structure was coming out of the ice, like the ice was melting, and that's why they were flying around checking it out. And this big structure was coming out of the ice, sort of thing, and it looked like Star Trek, how the bad guys in Star Trek, the Remulans or whatever they are, Yeah,
Yeah.
those their sort of spaceships. It looks something like them,
Oh yeah, you were
like
telling us about that. Right,
yeah,
right, right.
yeah. And
Mhm.
anyway, but because the chopper kept landing and everything, it ended up blowing all the loose snow off the hard ice underneath, and you could see into the ice, because it created a bit of moisture and that, and you could see there was bodies under the ice. So they got a post hole drill, like those big boring drills that they drill a hole in the ground to put the post
Yeah,
in, and they drilled down into the ice until they hit something, and they pulled it out, and it had hair on it and a bit of flesh out from the skull, and they looked
yeah,
down the hole, and no shit, they only they pulled a bit of skin off the skull. Didn't hurt the skull one bit though, and this hole's like about, it have to be 10 inches round or some shit, and you're looking down this hole, and you can see it's ripped the skin off the skull, but the whole hole was covered by just this piece of skull that they'd hit. So the skull was massive, Anyway, they said, we don't know what the hell this is, but we'll give you an update. We're going to dig them out, and we'll get back to you with another video. So I kept an eye out for it, and a week later they dug out what it was. They found 6 giants, 30 feet tall, right? They
isn't
and
that
they were, but
nuts?
yeah, but the thing was, right, they were now they're flying around this UFO, right, or this flying castle or whatever it was, dressed
Mhm.
in bloody bronze battle armor. They had this hardened. They were wearing this hardened bronze battle armor, and they had these battle axes, like the double-sided axe. And
Yeah,
the axe head itself was like 3 foot high by about 6 foot wide, with a handle 10 inches round and 10 foot long. Yeah, it was
yeah,
massive, massive. These guys, and there was
yeah.
6 of them. So yeah, that sort of had me stumped. Like, what the fuck? Like I was expecting a UFO, some sort of futuristic looking species or whatever, and it turned out to be these giants with fucking battle armor on. But it made me wonder though, because with today, like we're starting to realize with sonic weapons and shit like that, you can, yeah, there's stories in some of the ancient writings about knocking buildings down with trumpets and all this sort of bizzo.
Mhm.
Sound's a powerful thing, right? Resonance, if you can find the resonance of anything, you can make it vibrate apart and just break apart.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
what if they were wearing battle armor not to protect themselves from spears and shit, but more so sonic weapons? You know what I mean? Because in the Indian stories, they talk about how the creators of us and creators of them giants, when they created the giants, apparently in the Indian legends, they reckon they created the giants to get rid of the human race because we were getting out of control. We were breeding too fast, and we weren't listening to the creators anymore and running amok, and so they created these giants to get rid of it or thin us out, because mate, we're misbehaving. So, but these giants started to like us, so they started to work with the humans and decided that they thought they had the knowledge of the creators and the capabilities to take them on, so they decided to stick up for the humans, and they tried to defend us and attack them, and apparently they got turned to stone,
Mhm.
so with sound weapons, you know what I mean? They got hit with some sort of frequency that just turned them all into rocks, And and people have shown some. When you look up mud fossils on YouTube, you'll
Yeah.
see some pretty remarkable stuff. Like fossils that look like giant hearts, and it's split in half, and it's shown like the internals of a heart would what it would look like.
Yep.
Everything's there, like. They show you it's actually the whole body. They show you the rib cage, the lungs, the liver, and all these different petrified rock that actually have all different colors to them and that because of the different makeups
Cheryl,
of
why
the
don't you come
body.
up and talk to him about that? Because I remember when we first met, that was what you were talking about, Cheryl. Like, I could drop the link to come in, and then you guys can.
Yeah, I've been hit by a sonic weapon at my
She's
computer.
says that too.
Cheryl.
I know you told us that. Yeah. Yeah.
Mm. Mm.
hmm Here, I'll post the link. See if she wants to come up and talk.
I'll have to. Yeah, I haven't used. Does anyone know anything about that Cash App that Debbie's
No.
talking about?
Yeah, I don't know.
Is that use Google Pay or something? Debbie does it. That Cash App. I just wondering, like, if you've got to put more money. I mean, your bank details and all that
I
into
think
the
it's
app,
got I don't know. Yeah.
like PayPal. I just don't like putting my credit card
Yeah,
details all
GoFundMe's
over the
always
place.
been fine from what
GoFundMe
I've
was
seen.
okay. I mean, that's just direct.
hmm
But you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to put my bank details or credit card details in all these different apps, and then if something goes wrong, I don't know who to freaking look at.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
So yeah,
So, did
almost.
she? What was that? A fucking knock? What's he talking about? What's he barking about? I
What
hope
don't you
that.
have in Canada, Lulu?
Oh yeah, she's in Canada. Yeah.
Yeah, it's you download the app on that bloody app store, isn't it, on the phone?
I don't know what it is. I just do.
The one because she had a link on the thing there, but it was sort of like it was hard to tell, but what it linked to, But anyway, I saw this app and it's green. They had the icon and all that, sort of like a lime green color. Is that the one?
Who me? I'm
No,
sorry. I was.
Debbie. She had a link. I think it was her username on the app, but not the actual app. But the link to the app, So when
Yeah.
you couldn't click on it and go to the app or anything. So yeah, I wasn't sure.
Mhm.
Like pop.
So anyway,
Yeah.
you
So
saw
anyway,
that?
yeah, you're gonna have to get that movie and watch it. I think it's
I
on.
know.
Actually, I saw it on Netflix. Oh, you got Netflix?
No, I don't. On the
Why not?
news lately, more and more people getting hit with direct energy weapons. Really?
Oh yeah, there was something on about it happening at near the White House. Something about
Really?
yeah, there was some attack. But the thing is, right, when well, I don't know, the way they describe the noise, it's sort of they reckon that it was sort of like crickets or like, and it is, I suppose, it's static. You know what I mean? It's just a bunch of static. I can replicate it. I've done it
No,
by
don't
accident.
do
Yeah, I'll tell you, the one I did though, it didn't have any sound. You just passed out instantly. No
it.
sound at all. You just instantly, as soon as you got too close to it, bang, you were knocked out. And as soon as you moved away from it, you were back conscious again. It was friggin' freaky.
Really?
Yeah.
I wonder if they can do that, like hypnotize people to do things, and then all of
Well,
a sudden say, "Oh, they went crazy. We had to shoot them."
I know why people haven't discovered it by accident because it's you got to do something to make it work. And I know what that is. I mean, that they know the bad people that are using these things. They obviously know because they're attacking people with them. But I don't even know. Well, yeah, they'd have to know when they hit me because of what it did to me. But it was a different weapon. It was a microwave weapon. The one I'm talking about that I created, it's not microwave. It's different.
Hmm.
So using
Right.
plasma.
Were you in the service?
Who?
You?
No, I don't like killing people or killing anything
No.
really.
Right.
I don't understand how people can join the military and think they're and be so proud
Weird
of
how
it.
both of them have like their name, first and last name, both match. Like Myron May, Aaron Alexis, like it's the same. That's weird.
Aaron Alexis.
I'm looking
Oh,
up.
Yes,
But,
near White House. Yeah, she's the same one I was talking about. It was on the news the other day, or on
yeah.
YouTube anyway. Someone showed it on YouTube.
Did you see my message space in?
Oh, what in the private? Or
Yeah.
is it? Oh,
Just
okay,
click
sorry.
on, yeah. Um, yeah, I was I was nowhere hypnotized, but went along with it so he didn't feel bad. LOL. Well, yeah, but I mean, Lulu, if you had to pay for it, then I would have told him, "You're no good at what you're doing, buddy. I ain't paying for this." You know, if you had to
Mm.
pay for it,
Well,
uh,
so it's
yeah.
up to them what they do with it, Myself, I just
With the no, I'm saying her doctor. She said she was. Uh, some doctor
yeah,
tried to
try to
hypnotize her.
hypnotise it. Yeah, I can't get hypnotised either.
Yeah, and if it didn't work and you had to pay for it, then I would yeah. No, it was free. Oh, okay. Maybe he was trying to hypnotize you so you'd fall asleep and then he could assault you. No, sir, just kidding.
I think it's because we're still self-aware. You know what I mean? Like, even when I sleep, like I'm very because I sort of grew up in a way where I had to be ready to wake up on a spur of a moment. You know what I mean? Because with the violent father and then truck driving, and working on trawlers, like having short shifts and that, like so. You only, you really only rest in your eyes. You don't ever get time to sleep.
Hmm.
So, yeah, you're sort of ready to jump up, like, and I've always
That's how
been,
cats are because they're like one of the lowest on the food chain. So that's where
all
the
right.
term catnap comes from. When
Oh,
you're a
right.
cat, yeah, when a cat is outside, an outside cat, they never really get to have sound sleep because there's always something that could eat them, like a dog or a bird or a fox, you know. So they always have to, kind of sleep with one eye open. So they take quick cat naps. But if you have an
Yeah.
indoor cat and it sleeps soundly, then you're actually doing a cat a favor. You're letting a cat sleep
Oh, is that
soundly.
right? My cat sleeps soundly.
Yeah, my cat
On my
snores.
chest, beside me, on my head. Little
What did you say?
bastards. They sleep soundly on my head, on my chest,
Oh
against my.
yeah. I'm
They're all
like,
over me, buggers.
it's
Especially
like,
when they want food, they sit their face right in front of my, almost touching noses, and
yeah,
they're breathing at you, and you smell their bloody fish breath. It's like, oh, get
your
the hell.
cat, how
Hey?
close your cat sleeps with you?
Oh, she does. Yeah, she gets on the bed when I'm asleep.
Oh, see, Zoe used to do that, but
I
Tucker
got
and
two of
Lulu
them. They
don't
both sleep on the bed with me, one beside me
do
and
they?
one. Yeah.
Ah, when an animal sleeps with you, then that's it. You can't. Like Zoe, I remember when I got her, and one day I said, like she was still a kitten, and I said to somebody I was dating, I said, I think I'm gonna get rid of this cat. And he said, "You're never gonna get rid of that cat." And I said, "Why do you say that?" And he said, "Because she sleeps with you."
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
I'm only babysitting them because they're Kathy's, my ex's cats, really. And I'm babysitting them. And when I go out to mum's, it's 5 acres. And, I mean, I could take them out there, I suppose, but they're not my cats. I'm just babysitting them for the time being until I have to move, basically. But yeah, it'll be hard to sort of. I gotten used to having them around, and
Hello.
Hello.
Hi,
Hello,
Jose.
everybody.
how you
Hi.
going, Jose? I like the icon, man.
Yeah.
The
Mariachi
three, the
band.
three gringos.
And it says mariachi band smuggler.
uh, oh.
I know, isn't that? I just thought I heard that in a movie one time. That it was like a romantic thing that they're looking at the same moon as you, and I don't know. It was like a romantic thing. I heard Lulu, something like that. So how you doing, mariachi band smuggler?
All right, I was just thinking about the moon because you were talking about it, and then Debbie's nephew. That's terrible, man.
Yeah,
Prayers
there
for
is.
him.
Yep, for him, it's that absolutely.
And prayers
What'd
for
you
all
do
of
to
us. But
Bobos? What'd you do to
he's
Bobos?
struggling. I can't hear you.
I said, what did you do to Bobos?
Nothing.
Shush. She said, I'm ready to choke Jose.
Oh God, she's gonna kill me.
So I'm
Oh no,
excited.
what he
What
done?
is Jose doing now? Yeah, he's
You
like the
bloody
fucking
troublemaker.
Dennis the Menace.
I'm
Yeah,
always in the doghouse with
it is
everybody.
the better.
And the truth, I mean, I make some mistakes. I make some mistakes. I really, really do. But
Mhm.
nothing's on purpose. Like I'm not doing nothing to be hateful. You know?
You're like Dennis the Menace.
You just like
Yeah.
being naughty.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh God.
Yeah, you like having your ass slapped.
No, of course.
I must be a masochist or something.
uh,
Today I was walking my dog and I found 10 scratch tickets. Like somebody, 10 $2
Wow.
oh,
scratch tickets.
bonus. Did
Yeah,
you
like
win?
somebody had, bought like 10 scratch tickets and maybe dropped them, whatever. So, of course, what am I going to do? Just fucking leave them there for the next person? I picked them up and won
Did you
$31.
win?
$31.
$131. That's
Yeah,
cool.
Hey,
I know.
Lulu, look up on YouTube Apollo 20 and see what's.
Hululu?
Yeah, I'm talking to Lulu in the chat to look up
What, for the
Apollo
moon?
20. You'll see
For the
what's
moon or
really on the moon.
oh, okay. Oh
There's
wow, like the space base and all that.
no, well, when they first went to the moon and circled it, they took all these pictures, right, of the dark side. And when
Yeah.
they were looking at the pictures, they saw this long object sticking out of the surface of the
Like the
moon, right?
monolith, a monolith.
No, a lot bigger than that, right? So anyway, Apollo 20 was all about going there and exploring that. Now they told people they stopped going to the moon in Apollo 15 was the last one or something, I think. And anyway, but they went to Apollo 20, and this was about exploring this long object. Well, it turned out to be a spaceship that's big enough to fit half of New York on. It's got Inca carvings all over it, and it was leaving an underground Air Force base on the moon and got shot down before it got off the ground. And they found two different life forms on it. And when the holes got blasted through it, they all got frozen, because they got exposed to the space. And when they got hit again, a lot of them, all their bodies shattered and that, but they all had like notes with them, and they reckon they were like a goodbye note, like they knew they weren't going to be coming back.
I
But
thought that was interesting what Jose was talking about before when he was talking about the Philadelphia experiment and how the bodies were like melted into the fucking
yeah,
metal and shit.
fused.
That's
Yeah,
true.
they changed their gravity status, so some appeared 6 inches below the surface of the deck, and the others were floating above it. Some were embedded in the walls.
Yeah,
And
that's
when
because
I
of the
saw
molecules, I think, because it's
I,
like almost like in The Fly. Remember that
mm,
machine
yeah,
and
that
then the
Yeah,
kind
I
of
molecules
remember
got
that.
all fucking.
exactly that kind of shit was going on. Also there's that other guy that was levitating shit with sound, and he blended metals together and stuff with sound. Like fucking yeah. So it's definitely can be done, and that's remember I was telling you I saw a live. There used to be a live recording of that Philadelphia experiment on a guy's webpage when early days of the internet, and
Really?
it showed the live footage of it, and yeah, you didn't get to see the people, but it just flicked like a fluoro light. It just went on when the countdown reached zero. They turned this thing on, and the whole ship just turned white like a fluoro light, and it was gone. Now it was in the middle of two other ships, and this guy's on one of them ships filming it, and the wake in the water was gone. So that's how you knew the ship had gone. It wasn't there anymore. You could see where the wake, that the ship makes just
Yeah,
stopped. And
yeah.
so they had to leave it going for 10 seconds or some shit, or 6 seconds or whatever it was, and then they were to switch it off. Well, So 6 seconds goes past, and then blink, the light's there again, and the ship's back. But it was steam and shit coming off. It was glowing reddish, sort of dark grey, and everyone, you could hear all the screaming and shit, and the guys just, they looked at the captain with the camera, and captain's looking at him, and they just stopped the film there, but yeah, these people were saying about, about all that blending into the deck and all that, I could definitely believe it,
Yeah, it was in the stories about it. Every story I looked up was said about that.
Yeah, well, it's funny, it's funny how a lot of all these stories you hear over the years and how they all come together in the end.
It's just funny how people forget about shit like that.
Yeah, that's the thing with me, though. I don't forget anything. I remember all this
I
shit.
know, but I'm not saying forget, but like aren't even
They move
interested
on.
in it, huh?
They move on. They move forward.
Yeah, and they don't even think about
Well,
it. And like okay, for instance, like that plane disappearing, Flight 370 or whatever it was there,
in
from Malaysia.
Australia.
Yeah, Malaysia, the Malaysian one.
That's the one that went down in Russia.
Or it went over the sea. The one from Malaysia.
No. They
Kuala
stole it.
Lumpur.
When that shit happened, right, they said there was witnesses said they saw it turn off to a certain degree out into the ocean, which went to the American military base that's out in the middle of the ocean. I can't remember the name of it now. But anyway, so they said they saw it heading off in that direction. It did a turn and went off in this direction. Well, then a reporter hands a photograph, one of these phone companies, right, said that they received a phone call with a picture attached, right, a text message with a message on it. Text message with it, right? And the picture itself was just black, but the guy who the message was saying, he said, I don't know if I'm spelling this correctly because I'm typing this from behind my back. He said, I'm an IBM technician on plane 370, right, or whatever, that one that went missing. He reckoned he was an IBM technician on that plane, right, and had noticed two American military jets come up on each side of the plane.
Yeah.
And the
plane, they probably pirated it.
Well, the plane changed its course, right? And he said, he knew they were being hijacked, he said, because what it turns out to be, right, that guy and 6 other Asian blokes had just finished developing a new superconductor, which was going to give...
I knew it had something to do with the people on the fucking flight that they wanted.
Yeah, well, it was
and you know what? Kuala Lumpur was the only country that tried to tell you a new topic for your life, Bermuda Triangle. It's so interesting. Yeah, we could look into that definitely. But that Kuala Lumpur was the only country that tried George W. Bush, the son there, for war crimes in absentia. So and found him guilty. So if they ever caught him, they could put him in jail.
Technology, see, right now, the thing was, like, they've shown the paperwork and everything. These group of scientists and with the IBM technician had developed this new superconductor that was going to give the military invisibility, right? And they actually had it registered in the patent office with who's owned by the Rockefellers. They owned the patent office that they had put the patent into. Well, they knew about it, and in the patent, right? The copyright, but they had a patent on it, for own the design or whatever, and that's what they put into the copyright office. But anyway, in that copyright. Anyone who dies, their ownership of that patent goes to the surviving ones in the patent, which is these 5 guys, plus Rockefeller as well. So because they all died, Rockefeller becomes the owner of it. All right. Now, So anyway, so this text message back to it, he's saying right now, he's typing this behind his back. He's taking a photo and he's hoping that the photo will reveal something that they can use to help send help to him, like to
Yeah.
save him. So
Yeah.
anyway, he said he didn't know where he was because he had a black hoodie over his head. So he ended up, he said that, so he didn't know where he was and he hoped that someone gets this message. So, and he sent it. And he also said in the message about how when the plane had tilted and he realised they were being hijacked, how he'd put his phone down his, between the cheeks of his ass. And he said that he had an apple. He hit it between the cheeks of his butt, right? So he said that they had landed somewhere, and he said that he didn't know, couldn't see where he was because of this black hoodie thing. But he sent the photo from there, right? But people were who got this photo then, because every digital photo has metadata.
So that you can get the coordinates.
Yeah, and so. Because especially with Apple does it automatically. So anyway,
right?
Well, when they put the metadata
that you can check on your phone, which I think that's important. You can check that safety feature. I don't know of any other women in the chat or even men, because but it's a safety feature that's in your phone that you can actually go into settings and click that. Say your phone is in your pocket and you take a picture of no matter what it is, it will still be able to figure out your coordinates.
Yeah, but hang on, I'll finish it. It gets even more interesting, right? Because they put the metadata into Google to see where this address was, where it was sent from, and it turns out to be the friggin' Air Force base, the American Air Force base that this person had reported the plane heading towards. Or they could said it was heading off in that direction. They had enough, and they'd figured out the amount of fuel the plane had, and they had enough to fly there and actually land, and that's where this photograph got sent from.
So was he there?
Well, they couldn't investigate because it's a military freaking base, Air Force base,
Yeah, but we're looking for a lost plane that millions of dollars.
Well, but they weren't looking for it. It was all just a ploy to make us believe, because they've murdered a heap of people to steal technology. You know what I mean?
I know. Yeah. That's what I was gonna say originally. Okay. What made me bring it up? Wait a minute. I never finished my story though. What made me bring it up initially? That plane, going missing. And this is what my story was. I let you go on for a while. Let me finish what I was saying. Was that my friend said, and this is related to the ended up moving on and just get, dismissive of things that are amazing, like a whole plane disappearing. Okay? That all the public was able to just dismiss.
I mean, you got to be kidding. A plane these days, right, could go missing without a trace.
Right.
Really.
But my friend said, he said the reason why he feels that everybody was so quick to accept it, that a plane could just disappear, is because that series Lost. Remember when the plane disappeared?
Oh, yeah.
Lost. And it's like your brain sees it. It's like, I'll believe it when I see it kind of thing. Well, so your eyes see it, and then your brain is kind of programmed to believe it when it happens. Because some reason, even though it sounds, that's incredible, your brain is saying, yeah, but.
Well, I'm skeptical though, Grace. Like, so
I'll not you. I'm not saying you. I'm not saying you're. When I say you're, I don't mean you. I mean in general, people.
I think it makes it more acceptable.
I'm just pointing out that I want to know more. You know what I mean? I want to know.
And what did you say, Jose? What did you say, Jose?
I think what you said was, how you see it on Lost, right? Well, there's another one where an airplane leaves and it comes back 7 years later. When you see stuff like that, it makes it more acceptable when it does happen.
Yeah.
So you don't pay as much attention.
They're conditioning. So
they desensitize you, just like the
condition, just like Spaceman said, conditioning. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because recently
But
they've
this
been talking
story,
about aliens too.
I want to explain more because it gets even more interesting, right?
Okay, go ahead. Yeah.
So this plane ends up at this airport base as far as we can tell because this photo that gets sent to
Yeah,
this
yeah, with a photo. We
town,
got it.
right?
We never forget. Go
So
ahead.
then that plane goes down in Russia. Remember that one that they kept blaming Russia for shooting it down, or they'd sold anti-aircraft missiles to the Taliban, and it was Russia's fault and all this sort of shit, right? Remember that?
Yeah.
Not long
I'm
after it.
confused because I know that there was 2 planes that went missing. Which one are we
Yeah, the
talking
first
about?
one went missing in Australia, and then the second one went down and with passengers on it in Russia, and they were blaming Russia and
Yeah, but
every
it wasn't Australia. It was Kuala Lumpur. Oh, it was.
it was a same plane, same model and everything, right? The exact
Okay.
Oh.
Malaysian Airlines. It was exactly the same plane, and
Isn't that
same
odd
model.
though? And they're the only country to have tried that guy in absentia, and all of a sudden that happened. Like
Yeah, but hang
yeah,
on, because now, so that plane goes down in Russia, and everyone's blaming Russia, and Australia everyone wanted to get in there, ran really quickly, and investigate the scene and get back the bodies to to their families and all this sort of business, right? Well, now, so they couldn't get in there because it was a war zone, so they had to wait, and hesitate. And, they put the bodies on ice. Russia did for them and stuff like that. Now, the thing was, someone had pointed out, right, because they were a plane engineer, and they said the planes have identifier windows on the back of the plane behind the wing. They got like these 3 windows, and they can be a combination of. They could all be blanked in, so they're actually got no glass. They're just aluminium panels, or they could have 2 glass and 1 aluminium, or 1 glass and then 2 aluminium, whatever combination, right? And they do that so that the person on the airport at the airport can look through his binoculars and go, "Oh yeah, that's flight 370 coming in."
yeah.
I've got him in my view now. So anyway, they have these identifier windows, and this engineer bloke said that plane that went down in Russia, that's the one that went missing in Australia, because he showed the identifier windows on the plane that in Australia that went supposedly had gone
Yeah,
missing.
I think they were stealing the
And
plane too.
and the one that was supposed to be missing in Russia, they were 2 different combinations, right? And he said that one's the one that went missing in Australia. And he also said that there was another thing that identified it as well, right? Oh yeah, there was some other thing, but anyway, he pointed out some other thing as well. So he's saying this plane that went down in Russia was the one in Australia, and because of these windows. And when they showed the wreckage, because Russia was showing film footage of it, with this big part of the fuselage with those windows in it, right? And that's how this guy picked it up. But when they showed that piece of wreckage on our news here in Australia, they airbrushed that fucking window in it to make it look like it was the other one that went down in Russia. Yeah, they knew that someone had clued onto the identifier marking, and they actually painted the
Yeah,
window black
interest.
to make it
I
look
think
like the other
yeah.
one. So they changed the evidence. You know what I mean? That's my point.
This man
You know what I
doesn't get
mean?
my humor.
They were hiding something here in our
I think
media here in Australia, because when it showed up on our media, that window's painted out. Right, so something fucking not go right. And there's a video on YouTube called "The Untold Story." Right, it's actually Russia's own investigation of it all. And witnesses said, like, because they had bodies falling from the sky and through their houses and shit, right? And people were saying that the bodies looked like they'd been dead for weeks. Right, they weren't fresh peat bodies that were falling through their window. Right.
body.
The bodies that were falling from the sky that fell in through people's roofs in Russia. These people in this film called "The Untold Story" that Russia made, right? The
Yeah.
witnesses were saying that the bodies didn't look like they looked like they'd been dead for weeks. They were blue and grey, and you know what I mean.
Like
They
rotted
were
flesh, like decomposing already.
Yeah,
They
yeah,
weren't
they weren't
fresh.
fresh. They weren't fresh bodies, and
So it could have been
but
staged.
yeah, oh fuck yeah, and there wasn't a missile that shot it down. It was that they said witnesses said they saw this silver fucking jet fighter come in and shoot it at it, and the next minute the plane caught on fire, and they had it on film, fucking coming down on fire. That's how much evidence they had in this film. Look it up. It's called The Untold Story. And anyway, so the planes on fire. Well, Russia proved it. They actually got a satellite photo, and you could see this silver plane in the fucking satellite photo with the bullet trail going to the fucking the passenger plane, hitting it right in the cabin. And they were showing you the wreckage of the cabin, and it had 50 cal bullet holes through the cabin. And he said that's where the pilot was sitting. He would have copped that bullet. It would have killed him instantly. And he said that, yeah, and they show where it came out the other side, where it ripped out, and showed you in examples of what a 50 cal, the damage it does in metal, and the comparison, how it's the same. And then they said, and you could see it was in a line, bam, bam, boom, 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 like cannon fire going, machine gun fire going across the piece, So, yeah, that was all staged to steal that technology.
Huh. Can you hear me?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah, evil
that's
bastards, man. But yeah. Philadelphia experiment, eh?
Yeah.
There's lots of stories about that, eh? There's another one on YouTube about an old bloke who reckon he was on the front deck with his brother rolling up the anchor rates when they switched it on. He reckons they saw like a wormhole open up in front of the ship, and they looked at each other and went like fuck, and they ran and jumped off the ship, dove off the front, side of the ship. He said, but they didn't hit the water. He said this vortex just sucked the ship and them straight into it, And he said, but the thing was, when they turned the ship back off and it returned, they didn't return. They ended up in the future.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah, way in the future. He said they ended up in the future to a point, and then all of a sudden they woke up one night and then moved into the future like another fucking 20,000 years or something. They ended up in 3030 AD or something. I mean, yeah.
The future, not the past. Yeah.
Way in the future. And now this is the thing. Now, these things
I
are
can't see
doing.
the chat.
Hey?
I can't see the chat.
Oh, hold on, because I'm trying to find that what he's talking about.
Oh, okay, the other one. That where they leap into
The
time.
Untold Story or something.
Oh, okay, the Russian one. Oh, Spaceman.
I don't know
Since
what
we're
it
talking
is.
about Russia,
Yeah.
what do you think about that meteorite that hit the building?
Hit
It
the
was a couple
building?
years ago. It was like 3 or
It
5
blew
years
up
ago.
it blew up in the air, and the shockwave blew out all their windows and shit. Is that the one? The big one?
It took a quarter piece. It took a quarter piece of the building.
Oh, I don't know. I didn't see one actually hit a building.
Yeah. This one, it hit the building. There was two. One hit the building, and one hit an ice lake.
They did, do you know, Russia was accusing America of steering a meteor at them, because they sent a probe to this meteor, and this meteor they sent this probe to actually crashed in Russia. And they found this technology that was embedded on it, and it's like a jetpack type thing, like a thruster thing, right? That allowed them to thrust, change the course of the meteor, right?
Yeah.
And they're wondering, like, they were accusing America of putting this device on the meteor so that they could steer it to hit Russia.
I can
Can't
see that
you
happening.
play like 30 seconds of each thing? I don't know.
They could do
Yeah,
shit like that.
as long as the clip's under 30 seconds, they won't take down the video or whatever, or it won't get demonetized or some shit like that.
What's that
Yeah,
for?
it's like too long. I don't know. Like the fight. Hold on, it's for
Oh, yeah, we got
what
to do
happened
it.
to fight, whatever. Yeah.
You can play a little portion and just shut it off before. Like they
Yeah,
don't
you
have to
can
see
show
all of it.
short bits. Not everything's copyrighted either. I had YouTube once tell me to take a video off my channel. At the time, the guy who filmed it said anyone can download this and put it on their own channel. I give you the permission. I filmed this; it belongs to me, and I give you permission, right? And download it quick before it gets taken down. And he filmed this live footage of this UFO, and to me, I've actually got the painting on making that video, that UFO, somewhere amongst my archives, and I've been trying to find it. And it's a PDF that I downloaded a while back, and it
Mhm.
hasn't got a particular name. It's just some serial number, and it's a research into Nikola Tesla and that, and he's tech patents and that, if they were real, and they had this UFO. They admitted that anti-gravity was real and shit, and they built a UFO, and they were showing you this design. And this friggin' video that this guy filmed of this UFO, he had to have been part of the creation of it, because this UFO sort of passes him and then does a U-turn and flies directly over his head. You can hear the thing and everything, right? And it's exactly the same sound, the one I was telling you about that I saw as a child in Victoria that they built, right? The same sound, that woo, 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 type of noise. And it flies over his head and sort of does a slow arch again and gets a little bit away from him, then just goes and takes off, And but you got to see how it was made, the panels on it and all that sort of shit, like clear as a
Right.
bell. And
Now, tell me if you guys can hear that. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I don't know. Your first time. Listen, tell me if you guys can hear this video. Okay, tell me if you guys can hear it. I'm gonna try and play. I'll play up to 30 seconds. It's about a plane that disappeared and didn't show up for. See,
7
this is the
years.
thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, but I think you guys are gonna stop hearing me. But anyway, let me know if you guys can hear this
That's all.
video.
Well, we don't need to talk if we're listening.
I can't, but I can put it in the chat.
You can what? No. Tell me, I didn't play it yet. I didn't play it yet. Hold on.
No, I know, but I can let you know through the private chat.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, I can't look at it then. Hold on. All right. See if you guys can hear it.
No.
Can you hear it?
No, I can't hear anything.
No, I didn't hear nothing.
You can't hear nothing? Okay.
No, it disappeared. It disappeared.
Yeah.
What do you mean it disappeared? You couldn't hear any of it? No.
Yeah, no,
No, but you didn't get. Yeah, it disappeared. The aliens.
Oh, yeah, no. Oh, well, that's too bad. I wish I knew how to share fucking videos and shit. I just
Can't even
don't.
play a film of the disappearance.
Cheryl the Enforcer and Lulu. Oh, wow.
What? No. Oh, they're all saying no about the sound.
Oh, Kyber. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I went
Yeah,
to the
I couldn't
other
hear
stream
that.
to because I was going to type in there, but yeah, I'm a bit behind in me text.
Oh, you know what I can do?
What?
Okay, I can turn it on wherever you have it, and then I can put it on. Yeah, you want me to do that?
Yeah, go ahead, but you only play like a couple of then stop
like
it
20
and
seconds.
play 30 seconds, then stop it.
Yeah. Play the whole thing out.
Yeah, take on late, but it's all right.
What's it called?
Yeah, forget all about it.
Yeah, and then, but listen, start it at. I'm gonna tell you where to start it at. When you go to play
so a little bit in.
30.
Yeah, so you don't waste time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Hold on, let me find where I was. I gotta find it again. Hold on.
Okay, tell me what to look for though.
Yeah, started at 1 minute in.
Okay, so but what is it on YouTube?
Yeah. The last that I just dropped.
Yeah, I've got it.
Oh, I can't pull it from there. I gotta pull it from my other phone.
So what do you
want you go on your other phone and you go into the chat room and click on it.
Oh, okay, that's smart.
The film.
Yeah.
See, I didn't think about all that. See, you're smart.
Pretty easy.
So the second one, right? The second one?
Yeah, the
Hey,
second
sure.
one. We do not own the rights to this, but we're only playing a little bit of it. Just start a minute in.
Yeah, I think you can say that you're playing it for educational purposes
Yeah,
only,
educational purposes only,
and
actually.
yeah, or
Yeah,
whatever. And
yeah. We do not own the rights to it. We're playing it for Oh, then you can play the whole thing. You don't have to keep stopping it, or what?
no, I think you still got a limited time, but they can't,
Hmm.
say you can't show it, because you're doing
Right.
it for
Well, we'll give you
research.
a little preview of it, and then everybody can see.
So can I show it or no?
Yeah, for 30 seconds. Make sure at 29 seconds you shut it off. But start it a minute in. Did you put it a minute in?
I'm putting a minute and 4 seconds in.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead. Okay, let me go to full screen. Hold on. Solo layout. Okay. Hold it up. I can't hear it.
Have already landed at the destination airport. It was nowhere to be seen. Radars of the control tower in Miami didn't show any approaching aircraft, and no distress signals were received either. When air traffic control contacted the New York tower, they got a perplexing reply. Flight 914 just disappeared from the radars in midair. Everything indicates.
Trippy.
So,
Download
flight
that.
914.
I'll download that sucker and watch that.
Mm-hmm.
What about the ghost?
I stopped it 5 seconds early because I didn't want to get us in trouble.
What
You
about the
stopped
ghost?
at what?
I stopped 5 seconds early.
All right. Well, then we're gonna play it again in a minute because it's educational purposes only. Everybody, we're at flight 914. Disappeared. Okay. Go ahead. Hit play.
There you go.
You don't even have to play, and you could just even let us listen or whatever. But you did a good job.
Apart from having vanished from the radars, air traffic control couldn't get through to the pilots with the radio. The DC-4 simply vanished into thin air, leaving no trace of itself or any of the people on board. Investigation was started right away. The flight route took the plane over a part of the Atlantic Ocean, and it seemed that the only explanation of its vanishing was that it crashed somewhere along the way. Rescue.
All right, I'm gonna look up flight 914 on
Okay.
Google. So hold on, you guys. Okay, hold on. That's interesting, huh? We didn't know about that. Huh?
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah,
Did you know about that, Spaceman?
Yeah, I've seen it before. I haven't watched the documentary on it though, but I remember watching stories about it.
Right. It's only like 11 minutes long. We'll get through it.
Yeah.
Right.
Cheryl's got me all excited. She's all, good job, Jose.
Yeah, right. And
I like
flight 914.
You've heard about the ghost ships and that too. Where
No, but don't get us on it. Think about something else right now. Ghost ships, I know. The curious case of Pan Am Flight 914 plane and pilot. Let's see. Can you guys hear me still?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was no people on
Alright,
board, was
okay. It says, hold on. Okay. Pan Am Flight 914 was a Douglas DC-4 with 57 passengers and 6 crew members that took off from a New York City airport headed for Miami, Florida. The date was July 2nd, 1955. The flight was scheduled to last a couple of hours, but it never arrived in Miami. Instead, it showed up unannounced and invisible to Caracas radar on March 9, 1985. Voicing his concerns to the tower, the pilot, after a textbook landing, taxied toward the gate, and ground handlers could see the faces of the screaming passengers pressed up against their windows, looking at a fantastic new world. The pilot, for his part, dropped a small calendar out the window before he made a hasty turn back to the runway, where he took off and disappeared as suddenly as he arrived. And the calendar, did he drop it accidentally, or does it hold a secret to what happened? What did it exactly say? We might never know. The governments of both Venezuela and the United States. Can you guys still hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
Then the
what?
United States, the story goes, were said to have seized the calendar and the tower tape and have refused to comment on the incident, even once in the intervening decades. What really happened in 914? It is, for once, a mystery that has an answer. The theories. The story has been going around the internet for years and is a hot forum topic with the UFO and time traveling crowd. The most popular theory is that the plane passed through some kind of time portal or wormhole, and instead of landing in Miami in 1955, it appeared on arrival in Venezuela 30 years later. One supposes it went back through the wormhole after it left Caracas. Exactly how wormholes or time portals work isn't well understood, apparently. The
But
truth, as
why
you
wouldn't you? Why wouldn't you
hold on,
land?
okay, hold on. The truth, as you've hopefully already figured out, the story of Pan Am Flight 914 is a total fabrication. But in this case, unlike with many urban legends, the source of that fabrication is known. It dates to a story first published in 1985 by the Weekly World News, the one-time tabloid, now website, which specializes in crazy concocted stories like this one. The paper ran the story again, twice in 1990, with the plane's arrival date changed to 92 in those later stories. The tale got a huge boost when YouTube channel Brightside put out a video about the disappearance. The snappily produced video has gotten more than 15 million views, but it doesn't get to the fact that it was a fake tabloid story until about two-thirds through.
Yeah.
Brightside introduced a number of details that were not in the first weekly world news story, including the fact that the plane was visible on radar. In any case, the video reveals that the story is a hoax only well towards the end. It's likely that others capitalized on this real life fake news to share the story without adding that one pertinent detail. The one about how everyone knew all along the whole thing was a fabrication. It all goes to show how
Well,
fascinated people are by airplanes, even when the story is concocted to create paranormal.
I got a good one to tell you.
All right, but I've got to go out and come back in because I can't.
All right,
So
She
just
was
hold
on there.
on
Yeah.
then.
all right, yeah. Another suppressed story.
It's so funny the way that the mariachi band's all giant right there in the middle.
Yeah, that's so you can show the film.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, yeah, I got a good story if you want to know
All
about
right,
it.
go ahead. Hmm.
Now,
That sucks
when
though that was going to be a fabrication, so you can forget about that one, Jose. Go ahead.
yeah, but that
Wait, I'm confused. What do
is
you
it a
mean?
fabrication?
Okay, I know I didn't get to even elaborate on what I just read. Spaceman was like on it. Can you just wait 1 second, Spaceman? They
Okay.
said it was fake. It's not a real video, Jose. So just we won't even finish watching that one up because they're gonna tell us
But
it's fake
but the
halfway
thing
through.
is, the thing
Yeah.
I've learned
Okay.
over my lifetime, Debbie, is Tracy, sorry, is
Yep.
that everything is covered up. You know what I mean? They'll always have some person come out and say, someone says they see a UFO, oh, this orange glow going in the sky, and then next minute there's an eyewitness that says, oh yeah, I saw that, but it had a blue tail behind it, and blah blah blah. Oh, it was a rocket then, they always put that disinformation out there to give people doubt, and that's all they need to do, cause doubt, and then that's it. That's the end of it. But when I was younger, right, they had a documentary they showed on TV in the early days of TV, And back then, like they were desperate to get stuff to show on the TV, you know what I mean? Because, it was all new, so there wasn't many movies or videos, films around, So this documentary, though, it was showing the live footage of what this event happened. And this is why I believe that this story may even be true and it was just covered up by saying it was a fictitious joke or whatever, you know what I mean? They just had to
Yeah.
cause that doubt. So anyway, this documentary was about these group of Arabs, Arabs that were living in the desert somewhere, right? In some village in the middle of the desert, and every 2 weeks they would do a camel train to the main city, and they would trade whatever they grew or collected, and took it to the city and sold it, and then bought food and brought it back to their village.
Hmm.
But it was a 2 week journey, you know what I mean? So it was always 2 weeks, there, 2 weeks back, 2 weeks back again, so they just kept doing this. But on their journey, they come across heading to the city. They come across this friggin' full passenger liner in the middle of the desert.
Really?
Was never there before, like it just
Interesting.
appeared there somehow. And the thing was, it wasn't rusted or anything either. The candles were still lit, tables were set, all this sort of shit. They got on the ship and that's what they saw. Everything was like there was people living on it, but there was no people. Just this ship with all the light candles going and everything plates set up and all this bizarre, right? Well, they then decided to continue on to the city and report it. And so they get to the city and do their thing, report it and that, and they ended up heading back on their journey back home. Well, on the way
Hmm.
back home, they come across, those three fighter planes that went missing in World War II. They talked about went missing over Bermuda Triangle,
Right. Yeah.
right? They found
Hmm.
those three planes landed in the desert in mint condition, like 30 years later or something. They said it was right, and they were in mint condition. These planes, and like well, they could see that they had landed, and but there was no pilots, but. So they thought, well, shit, we'll have to report them too when we go back to the city next, So they continue on to their village and then be buggered. They come across the friggin' pilots wandering around in the desert. And they hadn't aged at all, these pilots. They were still as young as they were the day they went missing. And they didn't know where they were and what had happened, but they'd run out of fuel and had to land. So and they were just wandering in the desert trying to locate some way of finding civilization. And luckily, these guys found them, and then they took them back to the city, of course. But yeah, this was all they had all the live footage in this documentary of these planes and the bloody ship in the desert, And it became, at the time, apparently, it became a bit of a tourist attraction, and people would go there and they actually set it up. So, like restaurants and stuff, so people could go there and have dinner and all this sort of thing. It was a pretty big event in their day. So, all that shit's been suppressed. You
And
know what I mean?
yeah. Yeah, I do.
It's a,
Yeah.
it's
Um.
amazing how things can disappear.
Right. Like
Well,
they
yeah.
could have made that up. Like they could have said that it was a fake story, but really it was real. Maybe.
No, well, they were showing the ship in the desert, sitting
But
in the
I'm just
sand.
saying, how come if that was the case that they found those pilots that disappeared? You know,
Well,
well, let
that's,
me finish the question. No, let me finish my
yeah,
question.
okay.
If they said that, then how come they never announced that to the world?
Because they don't want people to know that these things go on. I don't know
Yeah.
why, whether it's something to do with them doing experimentation and it's caused portholes or wormholes or something, and they've caused it and they're trying to hide the fact that these have really happened, or I don't know why. But those planes, because they did a sweep of Bermuda Triangle to
Yeah.
fiend out once and for
All
all if the
right.
plane.
Okay. Let's have a conversation. Let's all
Oh,
be able to talk, space
Okay.
man.
well, I was going to
Yeah.
tell you what happened to the plane. They ended up in the
Oh,
bottom of Bermuda
I
Triangle.
know, but listen though, there's this now that Jose can like show these little clips. I
Okay.
want you, while you're talking, go ahead and finish your story, but I'm looking
No,
for
that's
this.
all right. It doesn't matter.
No, go ahead, tell it. But what I'm saying is, while he's talking, I just dropped a link, and I'm going to tell Jose where I want him to cue it up and show. I don't know if anybody's even here. They're not even talking in the chat, but um, I'm just saying, and I can't even see the chat, so I
There's
can't even.
eight people watching.
Yeah, I know, but nobody's saying anything. I can't even see the chat. But anyway, let me find where I want him to queue up. Are you still here, Jose?
Yeah,
Okay,
I haven't
so
fallen asleep.
go ahead. I mean, we have some, yeah, you fell asleep on the live stream the other night, by the way. Jose.
Nope, that was an accident. It was late.
Yeah.
Was
I'm
that
fired.
was that last night?
Yeah,
Yeah,
we've been trouble.
I went to turn my computer off and seen you all up there chatting away at 11 o'clock at night. I thought, freaking hell, I better not say nothing, or I'll end up on here and I'll end up staying awake until 2 o'clock in the morning or something. And I ended up not joining in, but I played a computer game and ended up staying awake until 2 o'clock anyway. So I should have just joined in.
Do I get the full
Bigfoot.
screen or no?
Yeah.
Hold on.
Is this the one where he disappears?
How far do you want it in? Like
Okay,
a
so
minute?
this is okay. So this is can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. So go to that video, right, and then go 10 minutes in, Jose. And this is the first.
Okay.
They're talking to this guy in Oklahoma, and he's This is the first clip. We do not own the rights to this. This is for educational purposes only, and it's definitely less than 30 seconds. The whole thing. It's just a sound thing. But anyway, go ahead. Well, there is. Go to 10 minutes in, Jose. Tell me when you're ready.
Okay. Okay, I am
Okay.
ready.
All right, and this is a sound that he recorded. The guy. So go ahead. Hit play.
I gotta turn up the volume.
Okay. You gotta rewind it just a couple of seconds so that you can hear,
Yeah.
like the guy what he's explaining.
Maybe go.
Oh, I gotta rewind it?
Go about, yeah,
Just
rewind
10
it.
seconds, like you tap the screen and it goes 10 seconds. Just you
10
want to
seconds
be
before the 10 minutes?
no, just like you could go like 9:55 or whatever, just so you can hear the explanation of what it is.
Okay. Okay, so
I think there's
here we go.
and shit.
Let's try this. Here we go. Educational purpose only.
I don't know what to make of it. Maybe you've heard this before, but it's definitely very strange, and I can see what he means by melodic.
Okay, I stopped it because I don't want it to go
Yeah,
over.
there should be sound coming up.
You didn't hear the sounds? I heard it.
Yeah,
I didn't hear it.
I did a little bit.
I didn't hear it. Go ahead and try to hit play
That sounds
again.
like, that guy sounds like Ben.
No, try and hit sound again. Yeah, hit play.
Like I said, no idea what that is. I don't believe I've ever
I
heard
didn't
that
hear it.
before. It's very strange.
That's Ben. That's Ben that gets on the live with us.
It sounded almost like a baboon, but it wasn't a baboon. It's like, I can't believe I'm making the sound. Yeah.
It didn't sound like it either, Jose.
But there's another clip too.
Hey.
I'm gonna get sick.
Have you seen that
Remember
one
Jeeping John?
Survivor girl
Jeeping
that got
John.
that crew that
Uh,
went into Siberia? They went to some village where people don't wander past this certain point, and it's
Hold
like a
on,
no.
no, hold on, wait a minute. Hold on. I'm just trying to find. Okay, go to 14 minutes and 20 seconds.
okay.
All right. Now, the guy, I'll give you the backstory on this. Hi, Jeeping John. I'll give you the backstory is that the guy is saying he's got, this camera. It's just propped on like his air conditioner and is, facing his backyard because, the little kid had been saying that he'd been seeing stuff and then he heard that noise. And so hopefully, but he was saying, so this dog is the most, it's a pretty vicious dog. It's not scared of anything. And the dog went outside, to do his business. And then this is what he caught on tape. And you might have to end up like stopping it and then we'll have to restart it again,
Yeah,
but it's
they
for
is dog.
educational purposes only. Okay, we do not own the right. So let me know when you're ready and you got it for 14, 20 seconds.
Okay.
Okay.
Here
They
we
eat
go.
dogs.
All right. So remember, it's the dog out there. The dog is like freaking out.
Why
Yeah,
would
you
you
need-
fucking bring the dog inside? That's
About
cruel.
the time you see the dog leave to the left, it takes about another minute or so before you see the shadow. So I cut out that space in between. But as soon as you see the dog leave to the left, keep your eyes trained on the bottom right.
Yeah, you gotta keep it so that, okay, so stop doing that for a minute. Stop it. Okay, because I want you to, when you play it again, don't keep touching it because you want to hold it up so we can see the shadow,
Yeah, I'm just trying to pay attention to the time though, because
Yeah, I
I don't
know,
want to.
but it defeats the purpose. So you gotta
You'll
just.
be
You
okay.
said,
They won't.
go ahead,
Yeah.
hit play.
Okay, so we're at 15:20.
Okay, and then hold up so we can see that shadow come. Hold on. I wish I could see it.
Now, you can say whatever you want about this shadow, but what is interesting is that there doesn't appear to be a neck, and it's not bobbing up and down like it's vaulting over its legs. We've heard so many times that these creatures just move smoothly. You be the judge. We'll see it a few more times.
I didn't see it. It was
I
supposed to be on
know.
the bottom
You gotta
right.
hit
wasn't it?
play.
I seen the
The
shadow
bottom
on the corner.
All right, hit it again one more time.
You want me to rewind it a little bit?
No. If they're gonna play
I
it
think
again,
he
he's gonna
says,
play it again.
yeah, I think he shows it again. He said, let's see it one more time.
And then
So
we'll
where
see
is
it
it?
slow
Where's the
motion.
shadow?
What in the corner? Come up right here.
Oh, right, on the ground. Yep. All right.
I was in awe when I learned that my 5 times great uncle was Octavian.
Yeah, you can stop it now. Yeah,
That fucking
Yeah.
commercial.
because you hit the forward thing by accident. Yeah, don't worry about it. Yeah, so that is in Oklahoma. Jeeping John. Yeah, Oklahoma. That link right there is the whole episode. It's really pretty interesting. There's another one. There's quite a few clips there. What really kills me though is it seems like a lot of it is shadows, which but the dog doing that is kind of scary, like creepy.
The dog's sensing something.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
kind of creepy. And then there's another clip where you can kind of see. It looks almost like there's more than one of them.
There's this video I watched a little while ago where these guys they're a bit like Mythbusters, they go and investigate, these folk stories or
Report.
whatever and shit like that.
Mhm.
Well, there was all this stories about these people. You would have known about it. That crew that went missing in Siberia. That they were like a group of university students or something like that, and they when they found their bodies and that their tent was ripped open, they'd run out of the. It was like they'd run out of the tent barefoot and all that
Yeah, yeah, I heard
into
about
the
them. Yeah,
snow and all that, right? And they
yeah,
looked like they'd been radiated or something. Like their
yep.
faces were, all this sort of weird shit. And anyway, so they went to investigate, doing their own investigation on it, and they take a whole camera crew with them and like security and all this sort of stuff. So they had a report of this lady, and so anyway, they go off to this bloody town that's sort of like on the edge of the border of where it's called the no man's land, where no one goes. You know what I mean? No one goes into that part of the forest hunting or anything like that. It's a known fact that the Yowies or the Bigfoot lives in there. So in their folk stories and whatever. So they go
Mhm.
to this village and they're all certain. They're telling them, no, this shit's real, blah blah blah. And you have to ask them permission to actually go into their land. So anyway, they got permission to go in there, and there was a lady in the village who has had run-ins with it a couple of times, who has gone in there for various reasons, and had been sort of scared off and got out of there, but she was lucky enough to make it back home. But anyway, so they said, "Oh yeah, righto. Well, let's go then. We'll do our investigation." Well, fuck, man. Every time at night they started hearing this scream, like in the bush, like this creature screaming, like
Mhm. Where
sort
was
of
this
like
again?
in Siberia or somewhere.
Okay. Yeah.
And so the things they captured on this film, like you hear all the, I mean, whatever was breaking these branches and shit, like, because the next day they would have a look and, where the noise would come from, and they'd find bits and pieces of evidence, footprints and broken branches. And, but some of the branches were like, 5, 6 inches round,
Yeah.
like,
Yeah. Yeah.
and,
Yeah.
you
That's what they
know,
were saying in that story I just shared. Yeah.
like they just been ripped off, and
Mhm.
with ease and shit, but anyway, and it was like it was circling them and as well, and it was like trying to, like it was warning him to go or get out of his land or something, trying to, and it was getting closer and closer. And the guy who they had as security with his rifles and shit, he got that fucking scared in the end, right? Because they had lights and stuff, and he saw something, right? And he shit, man, and he come running back and he said, "Man, we've got to get the fuck out of here." And he said he couldn't describe what he saw. He said it was big, and he said it fucking, like it was fast. And he said and he it screamed at him, like, and that's because they were sort of looking, trying to get footage of it. You know what I mean? So at night time, when nighttime come, they would set up all these lights and
Yeah.
cameras and stuff, and go in different directions and investigate, search for shit, and in teams, a couple of teams. And all of them got that scared in the end that all of them left. They said, "No, I'm not staying here, man. You're crazy. We've got to go. We're pushing our luck here, man." This thing was with every night was getting closer and closer to them, and more
Yeah.
daring and shit, And in the end, this guy with their own security with the guns and that, he just said, "No, I'm not staying, mate. I'm going. I'm not going to fucking risk my life for this shit," And he
Right.
packed
Right.
his stuff up, went back home during the day. And the lady reporter and the main guy that was funding it all, he still had a rifle and whatnot. And he convinced the lady to stay one more night, and see what, if we can actually get footage. And yeah, and they come close to copping it, man. I tell you, this thing,
Mm.
it,
You ever
it
seen anything about that suicide forest in Japan? Have you ever watched any of those
yeah,
documentaries?
you were talking about that, yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty creepy too. Like, I just I can't even imagine that people would go in there and actually camp and shit. They actually find people tents and the person is sitting there just, dead or hanging from a tree and shit. Have you
There's
heard
a
about that,
footage.
Jose?
Well, these people caught the sound of whatever.
What?
Jose, have you heard about that though?
No,
These
What?
people caught the
no, I
sound.
haven't.
No, yeah,
The Siberian story, it was crazy. I was checking out all the comments.
On what? The Bigfoot one?
Oh yeah, but it's but I was looking at the ones here.
Oh, here in this live stream?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I've got it at full screen at the moment, so trying
Oh,
to
you got
see
it
the
at full
shadow.
screen?
I did,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
I'm on my PC.
Okay.
What do you mean in full screen?
The
Like
What are
the
you
full
Siberian.
talking
page.
about,
Like
Jose?
we're in the background, huh?
What are you talking about, Jose?
No, what Spaceman's talking about.
Yeah,
He said he's got us on his PC.
John said he's seen it as
I
well.
can't understand because you're both talking at once.
Sorry.
Okay. Jose, what did you say now?
Okay, so Spaceman said that he's got us on the PC, right? But we're in the
Mhm.
background. He's got his screen on full screen. He's checking out the thing that we were looking at on full screen, so he can't see us.
Yeah, I couldn't see
Oh.
any text or anything. I had the actual
Yeah.
video on full screen.
Yeah, okay. I don't know what you mean though. Like I was just talking about the Japanese forest. The suicide
Oh, God.
forest. Yeah, I was asking if you ever heard of it, Jose.
Yeah, no, I haven't heard of that. That's kind of cool though. Something different, you
You
know?
should look it up. There's like documentaries about it and shit,
Yeah, I know you said something about the rainforest the other day. I was thinking about that too. I was
What
like, wow,
for?
that's crazy. The rainforest, because you know how
Oh,
people said save the rainforest and all that shit. So I was
oh
thinking,
yeah, I
what?
know.
No one even
People
talks
aren't
about
sure.
that shit anymore.
I
But
know, nobody talks about it.
there used to be 100-foot snakes. You know?
Really?
Yeah,
Oh,
there was giant
yeah,
snakes.
bigger than that. I've seen a fossil of a snake that was 3 foot thick.
Really?
3 feet thick. Yeah. And
Wow.
that's the fossil of it. Like they only had a section of its body that was fossilized, but it was 3 foot thick. And they estimated the snake would have been like that, yeah, like somewhere around anywhere between 70 to 100 foot long.
I'm gonna look it up.
I imagine something like that chasing you around. Holy shit.
Mhm. I'm gonna look it up. Says,
There
hold
was a
on.
video of a snake, like a big black one, coming down some hillside it was some sort of village, and the hillside was cleared and it had a structure up on top of the hill and this footpath with steps going all the way up on the right side with this barrier wall on the side. And this snake comes scooting down the hill on the grass section, so if you're on the footpath, you were fairly safe. I wouldn't say you were safe because this thing was big enough to easily scoot over the wall and grab you. But it was about probably 15 inches round or something. It was like as round as our body, you know what I mean? Like easy as round as our bodies. And it would have had to have been like at least 20, 30 foot long. It'd have to be 30 foot, I'd say. But it was moving, man. And this guy's running down the stairs, filming it, running down the stairway with it, like as it was scooting down the hill. And he's running down the stairway filming this thing. And I was thinking, God, man, your game is shit, because that thing could just jump over the wall or slip over the wall and just take you with it on the way down, It was freaking huge. Oh, yeah, it was scary, man. Big black
I'm not
thing
big
it
on
was.
snakes. Alright, you guys, I'm gonna end the live stream. I'm going to bed. I'm tired. I got things I gotta do.
Okay, have a good night.
Alright, you wanna count down with us, Jose?
Yeah, definitely, always.
Okay, here we go. You guys know anything about the military's fight against a giant ink king? A giant ink.
Yeah,
I heard about that. It's like a tall guy.
I'm going to try and find it, right? Because I've got a friggin' an actual film footage. When that first story come out, someone
About
showed
this?
Yeah, I've got a photograph of the soldiers standing above the actual giant, a proper
Really?
photograph, and the ones that are
I
on
didn't
the
know
net
anything about that.
now. Yeah, well, that's right. The ones on the net that you see now are a drawing of that photograph that I've got on one of my films. I'm going to try and
Really?
find it, because it's real, man. It's a real fucking beast,
Let me
and
see. I'm gonna look it up. Hold on, I'll look it up
sort
right
of
now.
he's like a grey blue color, and that he's like because he's dead, he's gone all blue, but he's big, man, eh? And they have a tarp over him to sort of trying to hide his body, but he's too big for the
Oh,
tarp.
they killed him?
Oh yeah, they'd killed him, captured him. He was like
Hmm.
30 foot in height, or maybe not 30, but he was at least 20 something. you know, just
Okay, it
big.
says the giant of Kandahar. Did U.S. Special Forces really kill? Hold on. Really
Uh,
kill? Really shoot a dead 12-foot
I
giant
don't,
in Afghanistan? Throughout
I don't,
history, tales have been passed down of men fighting monsters. These tales are generally loose-based. One monster race which can be okay. Giants throughout history. All right. Well, we don't want to go through all that. I mean,
the
we
one he's
could, but
talking
when
about,
giants have been confined to ancient tales, books, and films, a modern story has emerged from Kandahar in Afghanistan, while
yeah,
supposedly
yeah, that's
taking place. While supposedly taking place in 2002, the story was not picked up widely until 2016, when a YouTuber posted an episode series of The Watchers. The episode featured a supposed military contractor or soldier who said they witnessed a blade wielding giant kill one of their fellow U.S. Special Forces soldiers. The giant was then downed by the remaining troops. Following the skirmish, the giant's body was loaded onto a military transport aircraft and flown to an undisclosed location to be hidden away from the public. According to the supposed eyewitness, the giant Kandahar was 12 to 15 feet tall, 1,100 pounds, with scarlet colored hair and 6 fingers instead of 5. The witness and his team were sent to a remote area to search for a patrol which had gone missing. As they arrived in the area, the giant emerged from a cave wielding a huge blade, which is used as a skewer, and kill his friend Dan. Wait a minute, which is used to skewer and kill his friend
I'm
Dan.
confused.
When questioned directly, the
there's a
U.S.
couple of
Department of
them.
Defense stated that they had no record of this incident occurring. Furthermore, they said that the only member in service who lost their life in Kandahar in 2002 was the first name with the first name Dan or Daniel, was one of 4 soldiers who lost their life during an accident involving the clearance and disposal of explosives. This statement can be backed up by looking through the U.S. Department of Defense press release pages, which publicly list all military casualties. Although this casts doubt on the story, this has not stopped conspiracy theorists and monster enthusiasts from discussing the story. In the interview, the questioned witness goes into a lot of detail regarding the incident. The witness and the victim were part of the Special Ops Task Force looking for a missing U.S. Army squad. After tracking along a mountain trail, they arrived at a large cave surrounded by broken military equipment and gear. As they prepared to enter the cave, the giant emerged, impaling Dan and proceeding to attack the rest of the squad. The witness states they took 30 seconds of continuous fire to down the giant. Between them, the squad was armed with M4 submachine guns, uh, something recon carbines, and 50 BMG Barrett sniper rifles. This much firepower concentrated on one target for 1 second, let alone 30 seconds, would create a lot of damage. Stating that they fired for 30 seconds would mean that the target was something big, if the story is true. According to the witness, the giant wore canvas or animal hide covers on to protect his feet like moccasins and smelled like dead bodies. The creature's body was airlifted back to the squad's base by a helicopter and net. From there, it was loaded into an aircraft and taken away, never to be seen again. Upon their return, the soldiers were made to sign a non-disclosure paperwork to stop the word spreading of their encounter. The witness shares that he broke the silence because people have the right to know what's happening on our planet. Whether you believe
Mm.
it or not, this certainly makes for a compelling story. The thought of a cave-dwelling giant who can stay special force soldiers in a single blow makes the hair on your neck go up. throw in a government cover up, and you have something which will keep conspiracy theorists fueled for years to come. I love how they always use that fucking title, conspiracy theorist. It makes
Conspiracy
me sick.
theorists, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, just to discredit anything that doesn't go along with the regular normal shit. I have to
The
go in
thing
and
is,
out, so
though, that word conspiracy came from a guy that used it to get alpha crime done, and they still use it to hide, truth.
It's terrible because when I hear the word, it makes me think of this noise. Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, yeah. What's the conspiracy? Him or us?
I know, huh?
Yeah,
hello.
You guys,
Yeah, I
you
can't
know.
see if there's any text messages there.
Mm.
So anyway, yeah. So let's do the countdown, you guys. I'm sorry.
All righty.
Tired.
See you
Okay,
later,
no, it's
everybody.
fine.
Thanks for coming by,
Yep.
everyone. And thumbs
Yeah,
up if
thank
you
you
can.
everyone for stopping in the stream. I appreciate it. And let's do it. Thank you, Jeep and John, for stopping in.
That was
Okay, here we go.
awesome.
I haven't seen
Thank you.
Jeep and John before.
I think I've seen him here
I know.
maybe once or twice.
All right, good.
Oh
Thank you,
yeah, yeah.
guys.
I have seen him. I have seen him here before because I remember those Jeep peeps. They're those little
Mhm.
sponge, like little ducks or something, or
Uh,
bunnies.
SpongeBob.
I think I'm actually subscribed to his channel. But do you have a channel, Jeep and John? If you're still here. Oh, hi, Cheryl. Do you have a
Night,
yeah? Everybody
everyone.
thumbs up. Everybody subscribe. That's not subscribed. Please,
Me
please,
too.
please. Okay, so here we go. 5,
4,
4,
4,
3,
3,
2,
2,
1.
1.
Peace,
1.
love, and
Peace, love, and
tacos. Thank you,
tacos.
Jose and
Woo!
Spaceman. Bye, guys.
Bye.
See you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.